that one over there. All right, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys doing? Charmaine was in here a few minutes ago and she disappeared. So I know she will jump on back as soon as she finished with what she was doing. All right, good afternoon, my lovely. So since she isn't here yet, I don't know if she have the word. So let me get the word here for us. All right. Let's begin with the word. Never stop being a good person. Let your light bless more lives than you know. All right. So we are into blessing each other. We're loving on each other. Happy Friday, everybody. And what do you call today? Happy 4th of July for whoever is celebrating the American holiday there. Mine was on Wednesday here in Canada, right? Happy Canada Day was on Wednesday. And you guys are celebrating your stuff today. So happy 4th of July to you guys, to my neighbor across the way there. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So we see what's his name? Dave and Charity. That is Dave's sister Charity. She told the mother that Amber is a married woman. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, me tell you, say Charmian. Me tell you, she a secret right over there, a ghost writer there for the KW there. Did I put in what? Oh, yeah. All right. Yes, my darlings. Oh, I don't. Let me just add some stuff here. Good afternoon. Welcome in. How are you guys doing? How are you liking the skit today? And I hope nobody was thinking of throwing anything away. I hope no one was thinking of throwing anything away. Right? Nobody. You just relax, enjoy the ride. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Come on in. We're gonna close the door. We're gonna relax ourselves. My poor butt here is hurting me because I've been working very hard in the back room of this thing here. Yes, my darlings. Come on in. Come on in, everyone. What a day we are having. Guys, these skits are only for entertainment purposes only, right? And they're also teach lessons that we can learn from these skits. And the nicest thing is, guys, is that we're all come together and we can speak, give our opinion, take out the nuggets that we can, and put everything together. That one and one become two, two and two become four. And at the end of the day, we call a spade a spade. Right, my darlings? That's all we have to do right now. We are calling a spade a spade. Oh my goodness. Please hit the like button, my lovelies. Please hit the like button. The like button. Yes, the like button. What am I saying? The like button. Oh my goodness. That's why I tell you now, say these skits are gonna evolve. Refresh my screen here. Let's see what can be done. Hopefully. Then from the table to go to the bathroom, I would even use the bathroom. Either leave, call a Uber, whatever it is, and get a hotel because now like say Amber don't have the money to do that. I wouldn't have gone back to sit down at that table. I'd say thank you, Mrs. Young, for your hospital, the sister too. You know that she don't. And thank you very much, but something comes up, I am out of here. I will see you, Dave. I don't even want Dave to come with me. That's what I would have said, right? So it is what it is. How are you guys they doing? Yes. Ralph will call off the wedding, but you think he will put it on back. That's all I need to know. Eklund, did he put that wedding back on? Let me know, please, everybody. Please let me know if Ralphie had put that wedding back on. If you think he will. Here is Charmaine. Let Charmaine come in. I have to do the roll call also. Let me just play Charm on the stage.
I'm just
Hi,
coming for a
Charmaine.
minute. I'm just coming for a minute, but I remember today I
Mm-hmm.
was telling you guys that I think
Rub it in, Charmaine.
Charity,
Rub it in.
I said I think Charity was going to be telling Dave's
You
mother
did. You did.
because of the way
Let me
Amber
give her
was
our flowers.
smug. Amber was so smug when Charity apologized. She was sitting there looking like she was entitled. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that rubbed Charity the wrong way. So I know Charity was going to come back at her. Yet you see, the mother is so upset because the last thing the mother said, she's not disrespectful. You are the disrespectful one to bring a married woman in this house. That was the last thing the mother said.
What did I tell you about Pastor? I was hoping she wouldn't do that. I was hoping that she would be more cool and
Okay.
collective. What you
Yep,
called it, Charmaine? I
I
put some
did.
flowers in the chat there for you, and I give you a clapping award there. Let me come back.
Hmm.
Let me come
And
back
you see,
over
she
here,
get up and
Charmaine, after
leave.
giving your flowers.
She got up and leave. And I think this is the beginning. I don't care what Dave want to say because I don't think Dave is going to allow this to come between him and his family because this is going to pull his family apart. I don't care what anybody wants to say. This is something that is going to pull his family apart. His dad, his mom, his sister, and him, and his daughter, because maybe his daughter does not even know that Amber is married. So his daughter knowing
I
all
wonder
of
who is
that,
that daughter mother now.
his daughter knowing all of that might not be a situation where Amber want the daughter want to get involved with her. Because if the mother didn't know, that means the daughter did not know.
Yeah.
Auntie Charity knew because I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what she said. Auntie Charity told her all about her, but I don't think Auntie Charity did tell her that she was married. So now it's out in the open, and this is going to be a situation where a family is going to be picking sides. I don't know where Dave is going to land. And I don't know. Well, the mother make her stance already because the mother is saying Dave is disrespectful to bring a married woman. You
Exactly.
see, let me just point this part out for those I
Mm-hmm.
can't see the comments, but for those who have watched it. When the mother heard that Amber was married, her reaction was not like she's shocked because
Like
she
she
was
know.
Amber was explaining like, oh, I'm married, yes, I'm going through, we are legally separated, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through a divorce, and if
Mm-hmm.
my husband would have just signed the paper, would be divorced already. That part the mother was looking like, oh, maybe she's understanding. The part that hit her like a brick was when
The
Charity
mother
said,
said,
and they're shacking up, they're shacking up, spending the nights together because Melissa told her. That was the part where the mom tell Dave that you're a robber,
yes.
you're a thief.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Bible say if you are dealing with a married woman, that's what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing. You're robbing the husband of his wife. That
Mm-hmm.
was the part that hit the mother real hard. Not the part that she learned that she was married. It was the part that her son was having this
Affair.
affair. I mean, that relationship with this married woman in terms
Mm-hmm.
of a sexual relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that hit the mother. That's the part that actually
You're
hit the mother.
absolutely right, Charmaine.
Yeah.
I saw that. I watched it before I come on. I make sure I watched it so I can speak on it. I just want
Hmm.
you guys, let me just do the roll call, Charm. Let me do the roll call. You said you can't see the
No,
screen,
I
right?
can't see the screen because I'm on my lap. I'm not on my laptop.
All right, hold on. Let me do the roll call because you know we do this here. All right, so welcome in Eklund. Eklund, welcome in. I'm gonna take your comment in a bit. Sananta, welcome in. Sananta, San Marvis, welcome in. Goddess, welcome in. Sis, welcome in. Carla, welcome in. Um, Dion, welcome in. JDK, welcome in. Uh, okay, I'm wondering that me. Passion, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Nancy, welcome in. Bestie, how are you doing, my darling? Tina Young, welcome in. Zara, is Zara, welcome in. Unique, Yannick. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. If I butcher your name, I do. Sorry, I will learn how to pronounce it. Marianne, welcome in. Let me know how to pronounce it, please. JDK. All right. Let me come down. Denajit, welcome in. Margaret, welcome in. My lovelies, welcome in. Annette, welcome in. Maria, welcome in. It's good to have you here. Did I welcome in Passion? I'm not sure. I can't remember. My head is just going at the moment. All right, welcome in, guys. It is so nice to have you guys here with us. Oh my goodness, there is a lot of unpacking with the skit that we just saw. That is something else, eh? So let's see what we can learn from this here. Annette, let me know if I did send you the link. I wonder if I send. Annette, did I send the link? Because I see it in the chat. Let me just resend that because I can't remember if I did. Maybe it was just a charm. Hmm. Hold on. There, Annette. There. I think I did say that. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And we're gonna need welcome in Sharon, welcome in, welcome in Sharon, Marianne West, welcome in. Okay, so let's see here. I'm hoping that I will get a hold of Terrian. I hope everything is good with her. All right. All right, so welcome in, guys. It is so good to have everyone here. So everything is everything, right? So let me just play this one just in case it is another one gonna drop. So Terrian is in the house. Welcome in, Terry. Just let me just touch this one quickly. Just a little part we're gonna peek at and then we.
So she's married.
What?
Yeah, she's married. Married woman. He brought a married woman in my house.
Enter the building. Please hit the like button. It goes a far way. Thank you very much for being here with us. So we have Terrian in the house and Terrian. Oh my goodness, Charmaine, it is something else. Welcome. What you have to say,
Hi.
Terry?
Hi guys, how are you? Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something. This last skit here, my heart goes out to Amber.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean,
Why?
my heart goes out to her.
Why?
When I saw,
Anybody have a tissue?
listen, I'm not crying. I'm not crying, right? The only thing is this: Charity knows what Amber is, that she's a married woman, right? Charity knows
Mm-hmm.
that she's a married woman.
Yeah.
Charity comes from a home that is coming from a principle, a biblical principle.
Yeah.
However, the Bible says if your brother and your sister is caught in a fault, he that is spiritual restores such a one in
Mm-hmm.
love and in meekness. Charity, I understand that the mother and Dave was coming at her, so she had to, what she was putting up was a defense for herself.
Yeah.
However, the way how it was delivered,
Yeah.
I felt it to my core. Could it have been delivered a different way?
Yes.
Yes. And I felt that for her. But again, Amber knows that she's going into a home with biblical principle. It's not like she don't know. She knows
Mm-hmm.
it.
She
She
set herself
knows
up.
it. She knows the guy mother is a pastor, family, whatever. She herself know consequences when you walk into these things. And I feel it to my core for her for this one. But if the mother is going to feel offended, and Dave know he's wrong, because he said to does not have to know, because he knows that he is wrong for bringing her there. So it's just that I feel this part I feel, but Jamaicans have a saying: if you never go a full loose,
All on a crap on
it
you.
would exactly. If
Mm-hmm.
you
That's
did
so well
not
said.
go there, they could not.
Mm-hmm.
Charity could not speak to you like that.
Yep, definitely. Oh my
So
gosh.
true.
And I said, Amber, you should have
Mm.
never went knowing your
That's
situation.
it.
And
Yeah.
I want to see how Dave is going to stand up for her, because everybody said the big dog is going to
Yes.
protect her. I want to see how his protection is going to play out. At the first, I love Amber to death, but the one that hit me to my core for her to see how Charity speaks. And she going to the mother must talk to her about the reminder about the biblical principle, because the mother called Dave a thief.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
wow.
A
Yeah.
robber, a
R-
robber and a
Yeah.
thief.
Oh
And
my
he was
gosh.
and she said he was disrespectful to
Yes.
bring
And
a
Mm-hmm.
married
and
woman
woman,
into charity house.
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. You see, people not fear God anymore.
No.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Can I
gosh.
say something, Karen?
Good evening, chat.
They
See,
don't fear it. But
no. And
again, that principle, the way of how Charity delivered was kind of harsh,
Yes, it
yeah,
was.
because it
but
felt it felt like a get back thing. And if
it
you
was a
are
get back thing. It was a get back
Mhm.
thing.
but when
When
you're a
she
woman of God, you can't do the
no
get
no
back thing.
yeah, but you see, when she was apologizing, the way Amber was, while Charity was apologizing, because Amber demanded an apology because she
Okay.
said Charity was disrespectful. And as much as it was her house, Charity house, she was disrespectful to bring Dave X there, knowing that she's there. And Amber is that person that have this
Mhm.
thing about her, like she's
Mhm.
entitled.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
Yes,
I
that is
personally,
true.
trust me,
Some people say them not
Charity
feel
and
sorry for
me,
her.
Charity and me, it do the same thing because back in
Mm-hmm.
the days, me da clap back. I mean, that clap back harder than Charity. The fact that she sits there, knowing that
Mm-hmm.
Charity know what she know. You see, if
Yeah.
she didn't know that Charity know what she know, and she
Mm-hmm.
was behaving like that, that would be totally different. But they've told her that Charity know that she married, and she's sitting there demanding Charity to
Mm-mm.
for an apology. Or she didn't even demand the apology. She was telling Charity that she was being disrespectful. Who was more disrespectful?
That's
Charity
right.
or Dave?
I just
Charity
want
or
Amber to
Dave?
because
And
the
and
humbleness.
Dave.
I was just saying to Sharon before you guys came on that the
Mm-hmm.
part that got the mother,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think when she talk about, even when Amber says that I am going through a divorce, and
Yeah.
if and my ex-husband would sign the paper, I'll be divorced already and we're legally separated. That's not the part that got the mother. The part that got
Mm.
the mother is when Charity said they are shacking up because
Oh
Melissa
yes.
told me. That's where that got
Mm.
the mother. When the mother said, really? Really?
Mm.
You are a thief. You're a
Oh.
robber. The
Yeah,
Bible
Whoa.
said
that's
that is the part that
that
got the
that that
mother
that
to
that,
know
that
that they are
Yeah.
having sexual relationship, knowing that the woman is
He's
married.
married.
That's the
Oh
part
my
that got the
gosh.
mother. You see,
Yeah.
if it was just a
Yeah.
regular dating and nothing was going on, the mother maybe would be fine with that, riding with them and says, boy, just stay true to yourself until you get the divorce or
Yeah.
whatever. But the fact for here
Yeah.
say
But
this man and she have sexual relations while she's going through a divorce, that would rub the mother the wrong way, knowing our biblical principles.
yeah, can I ask a question quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, Terry
Yes,
Ann,
go
and
ahead. Go
Charmaine.
mm-hmm,
ahead.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so my question is, didn't Dave know his mom would react like this?
He did not want his mom to know. He
He don't
said
want his
I
mom to
know,
know
he told Charity that he's not going to tell the mom until after the
the
divorce.
divorce,
That's what
right?
he told the mom. He
yeah,
said, no, I'm
but,
not going to tell her until after the divorce.
but there you
So he
go.
was being dishonest. He was being
That's
dishonest
it.
from the beginning.
Yeah, so
When,
this
when
is
he
why it
when he
was
came
exposed.
exactly when
Mm-hmm.
he came there with deception.
The seed of
It
deception is going
started
to,
with
yeah.
deception because
Mm-hmm.
he did not come to tell his mom or his sister. But Melissa, you see, Melissa
Melissa in the
again,
background. Yep,
Behind the
see?
Melissa
scenes.
Yes,
again,
remember we said
Melissa.
she's gonna be an
Yep,
X Factor, Charmaine?
yep.
Yeah,
Melissa.
she's behind the scenes
Yeah.
working.
Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Melissa is behind the scene working. So let me
Mm-hmm.
ask a question. How do you
Mm-hmm.
think the daughter is going to respond when she
Okay.
finds out that Amber's married?
Oh gosh,
Oh,
it's not gonna be
what's that?
great.
Me no want them be Jesus. Me want them take
Hmm?
Amber out of this ashes. She
Me ask
needs
you a
Yeah,
to
but
question,
Terry
right?
Ann,
Hurry on, you not
Terry Ann,
answer me
Marianne,
yet.
you always
we have
say,
to call a spade a spade.
Me
Hold
say,
on,
how you
guys.
think the daughter
We
is
have
going
to
to
call
respond?
a spade, guys. Amber has to go through this. You know why? Remember how high and mighty Amber was. I'm
mm-hmm.
going to be the
Yes.
devil's advocate. I know nobody don't like when me speak and I'm speaking the truth. Amber let Dave fire Melissa.
Melissa.
And when Melissa
Yeah.
came and said, hi, Amber, Amber forget says when Anthony was not helping her, Amber didn't remember that, but because she has a relationship with Dave, Amber did
Mm-hmm.
not like that. So she forget the goodness of what Melissa did for her to that is why Dave is in her life. And she didn't remember. You must always remember where you're coming from. Do not bite the
Mm-hmm.
hand that feeds you.
Well,
But that's
like I
all I'm
said,
saying. That's an old saying. But what I'm
yeah.
saying, guys, when you're in the flesh, when you're in the flesh, you do not think clearly. And Amber knows better. I'm piggybacking on Charmaine and Terry on thing,
Mm-hmm.
quest answers. You do not think clearly. Amber should not have gone into that home knowing she is a married woman and she is having a
Like I said,
relationship with her son.
yeah,
Amber is
definitely.
a pastor's kid. Dave is a pastor's kid. When you are a PK children, you know, oh, the parents crucify you, then put you on the cross. And you have to understand that. Charmaine will come back on. She dropped off by accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all I know is this, guys. Amber
Mm.
has to go through this. Remember what Wayne said, guys. Remember what said. Every action has consequences.
Consequences. Yeah.
Anthony time not come yet, so guys not come for me.
It's coming.
I'm just
It's coming.
stating a
It's
fact.
coming. Yeah.
Amber has to go through this. Amber
Like
have
I.
to get herself back in alignment with God. And
Mm-hmm.
trust me, this was so embarrassing to watch. I sat here and I put myself in the character shoe, into Amber's shoe, and I'm here saying, oh my God. When she got up from that table the first time to go to the bathroom, I would have not even come back to that table, would have
Oh
gone.
yeah. What I would have
Nobody
gone.
would
Yeah.
have seen me. Trust me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because no, no, no. Anyway,
It's
you
true
guys
what you're
have the
saying.
floor now. I will
It's
take some comments after you guys finish
yeah. I
speaking
I
your
agree with
piece.
I agree with you, Sharon, and also Charmaine, Terry. And as I said, Amber should have stayed in Atlanta and sort out what's going on at the Dalton estate. She had no business going to Dave's family. She knows the predicament she's in. She knows and you see, this is what I'm saying. You see what you lie? Now look, you lie and you got deceit and you got called out literally on the day that you met the mother, right? The mother may come around to a point and be respectful to Amber, but her son the mother is really going to have to deal with her son because, as you all said, they're pastors' kids, so they know how the situation would have unfolded. And I see Dave as a deceiver, big
Yes,
Mm,
he
time,
is. He
you
is.
know,
big time. And I'm telling you, chat and Charmaine and Sharon and Dave could end up being worse than Anthony. Mark my words. Because now his mom is upset with him and his mom is
Mm-hmm.
going to check him and he's not going to like that. Regardless of what the sister has done, and listen, things are going to start to unwind, not in a positive way for Amber. But again, you do not listen, Amber. That is your problem. You needed to stay in Atlanta and sort out what's going on in the Dalton estate and let Dave go and visit his family. Like I said, women, just because a man tells you something, he wants to date you, he wants to do X, Y, and Z, you have freedom of choice. You have choice. And Amber didn't even look ahead and say, well, is this a good? She didn't even question her. Say, oh, Dave, okay, you want me to meet your family? Oh, really?
That's what I
Didn't
said.
think. Come on, Amber, where is your brain cells in this situation? Remember what Anthony said. You all are going for a divorce and it's the war. And you have to buckle up now, Amber. Come on now. It's realities facing you now.
can
So
I
are you
say
going to
something when you
stay?
finish?
yeah. Are you gonna stay with Dave now after this? Or are you gonna begin to sort out your life and ask God to see you through? Yeah, I'm done. But yeah.
All right. Let me say something before somebody else jump in. This is Amber assignment. She has to go through this, guys. This is a journey that Amber has to go through. It may be hard, it may be difficult, but this is a learning curve for Amber.
Yep.
Trust me,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. True.
This is
Yeah.
something that is going to get Amber to where she needs to be. Mark my words on that. And with that being said, somebody else jump in and then we take the chat.
I personally can tell you that this is going to become a situation that the family might get divided. Because
Mm-hmm.
if Dave is determined to still be with her,
Mm-hmm.
his family is going to be divided over this because
Mm-hmm.
the mom is not going to sit well with it. The sister is not having that already. I don't know where the daughter will fall. And I
Mm-hmm.
know the dad is going to be siding with his wife. So
Mm-hmm.
I think at the end of the day, Dave is going to have to choose between his married woman who he might never end up with
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or
please
his
hit the like button,
family.
guys.
And if he chooses the married woman, and at the end of the day, they do not end up together, he's going to lap his tail and go
Mm-hmm.
back to his family to apologize.
Yeah.
Because Alex warned him. And he's to
Mm-hmm.
remember the warning from Alex. Because he must also remember the night when Anthony tell him, I want to talk to you man to man.
Yep.
That was what Alex was warning him about. But
Mm-hmm.
Amber came out and Amber made her choice. And what happened now? She has to live with her consequences. Because
Mm-hmm.
that is what Wayne was always talking about. Anthony Day is coming because
Oh
Wayne
yeah.
told Anthony today that you're going on like that over what? Some seafood?
Mm-hmm.
You're getting whatever over some seafood. You're making it look like that's some seafood. When he
Mm-hmm.
called bragging about Denisha cook lobster, what do
Yeah,
you call it? Lobster, whatever
yeah,
And
get
it
lobster
grits.
was,
on
and
head.
lobster and grits
Grits. Yeah.
and croissants and fruits and
Like him
whatever.
an idiot.
And Dave and when he's saying, huh? What? You going on like that over some seafood?
Film time I come to. Film time I
David,
come. No
Mm-hmm.
you
worry.
know, we ain't going to ask him again, was the lobster worth it?
Worth it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly.
I'm not going to stop saying that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Hashtag
was
was the
this?
lobster worth it? And
Mm-hmm.
he's going to remember that Wayne did ask him that from the very first day when he went to dinner at the Nisha and they crossed the line. Was the lobster worth it?
Yeah,
Because you know what's going to happen to him? He's going to lose big, big
yeah,
Yeah.
time
he's
because
definitely
of
gonna
this
lose
girl.
me.
He's going
Yeah.
to lose big time.
Can I say something when you finish, Charmaine?
Sure, go.
Yeah.
Um, for weeks now, it's just like I'm hearing people saying that why does Amber always get the blow?
Mm-hmm.
It's like she gets blow, and we've seen she gets blow. We understand that she gets blow. But another thing we have to understand that when you're a child of God, it does not exempt you from blows.
Mm.
When we get blows as a child of God, there are several things it does. It builds our character,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it builds our faith,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives us strength
Yes.
and knows who we are. Because guess what? All of these things work it for our good.
Mm-hmm.
Amber
Mm-hmm.
will come out surely. When a
Yes.
child of God go through things, there God is intentional
Mm-hmm.
and there's something to learn from it. Amber is getting these blows because what? She's going to come out as pure gold. The Bible tells us that we have to count it all joy when we
Mm-hmm.
get these blows because it worketh for us far more than we could think. Right? So what we are seeing here is that Amber is getting these blows to develop the woman that she is. There's a
Mhm.
great woman inside of her, and there's a great man and people justify Amber going out with Dave
Yes,
and
they
Mm.
do.
tear down Anthony for being with
Mm.
Denisha. That is so totally wrong.
Mhm.
I call it, it's wrong. It's wrong because both of them are doing the same thing. Both of them are in the bed of fornication, adultery. That's what they are. And it is wrong. There's no, because Amber needs to be here and Anthony needs to be down there. It shall not be so. It is level when it comes to sin. There's no big one, there's no small one.
Mhm.
Right? So the
Yeah.
double standard with everybody, I go kill Anthony, but everybody lift up Amber because she's with Dave, because she deserves the happiness. Because, and don't get me wrong, I want to see her come out of this ashes that she's in. I want to see she humble herself and come out of it. The writers make she come out of it because too long now, months, she has lost so many things. But at the end of the day, she's going to come out okay. But we just have to see. This morning I hear Anthony prayer. I said that
Mm.
prayer don't come from, that prayer don't even go nowhere near the roof, much less to go to the Father's ears. Because if you
Mhm.
in the bed of adultery, it can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Did you hear what Wayne asked him? Wayne told him. Wayne said to him when he's bragging about what Denisha did. Wayne said everybody does that in the beginning
Mhm.
until everybody does that in the beginning until. So Wayne is telling him right now that this is Denisha representative until she
Mm.
start to show her true self. He's
Exactly.
Exactly.
laughing. He does not believe Wayne. He's saying, Wayne said, didn't Sheila used to take care of you? He said Sheila did it because she thinks she had to do it. She said
Mhm.
Amber used to do, and he was not hearing anything more because Denisha is this and Denisha is that. And Wayne said, and that's a nugget that nobody listened or heard.
Mm.
Everybody does that
Yeah, in the
in the
beginning.
beginning.
Mhm.
And this is the beginning for you and Denisha, Mr.
Yeah.
Anthony Dalton.
Dalton.
Because I can tell you, Denisha is going to revert to her old ways. And Anthony is not going to be able to deal with that. Because Mama Rooster is plotting. And anytime Mama Rooster land, that's when that girl is going to go back to her old ways. And you know something that also I think, because Sharon was saying it earlier this morning, that they bring a ex for what's his name, for Dave. They're going to
Mm.
bring an ex. They
Oh
might
yeah.
bring Kai father in because
Yes.
they're
Right.
trying to even everything. They're evening up.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
The next thing is they might bring Kai father in, and that's when Anthony's going to see the. Maybe it's not even Rooster. Maybe
Mhm.
Kai father is going to come back,
Yep.
and that's when Anthony is going to see the real Denisha,
Tanisha.
very
Exactly.
ugly Denisha
Yep.
that he does not like or he wants to deal with. But his time is coming. I tell you,
Oh yeah.
fireworks, it's the fireworks weekend.
Yep.
4th of July and the fireworks starts today.
Yep.
And it's going
Definitely.
to continue into tomorrow. Trust me with that.
Mhm.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I put something in the chat. I need everyone to vote on it and be honest, guys. I want to know. I put, let me see what I put in the chat. I know sometime my head get me.
Amber went on the red eye flight down there.
Do
Amber
you
need to get
believe
on the
Amber
E-
red eye
has to?
flight out.
Hold
Exactly.
on there, hold on there, hold on there, guys. Do you guys believe Amber has to go through this to see the light at the end of the tunnel?
Mhm.
Yes, she does.
This
Yep.
is going to make Amber stronger, guys. So bear with it,
I
watch
don't
it,
know.
and
Yeah.
vote. I need everyone to vote. I need to see how you guys are voting. And let's keep it real. We're gonna call everything a spade a spade. We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna learn some stuff on this. What have any? Do you know anyone in real life that goes through something like this?
Of course I do.
I know
I
somebody's
do.
going through it now.
I've been witness to this. And the relationship now between the husband and wife for the past maybe I would say, because what I'm talking about happened in the 90s and it went on until maybe in the early 2000 when I came, until in the 2000 when I came here to live.
Because
Mm.
even after I was living here, it was still going on. It stopped
Mm.
while I was living here, and I started living here permanently 2006. So it
Yes.
was going on up until maybe 2009. And now they are back together, husband and wife back together, and they're having a wonderful relationship.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
everybody, because you know what happened? The husband decided to change. The wife did
Mm.
not change him or beg him. The wife was always begging for change. But
Mm.
the husband find the strength to change because he
Mhm.
went to God.
That's
Became
it.
a
Mm.
Christian and he changed because he
Yep.
found the strength. God give him the strength within him. And I tell you guys, I've been saying it, that Denisha cannot change Anthony if Anthony does not want to change.
Exactly.
Nobody can change Anthony. Nobody can change Amber. They have to want to change from within themselves. And
Exactly. Yeah.
until they come to that realization that they need to change,
Mhm.
they're not going to change. Because if they change, if somebody change them or tell them that they have to change and they're changing because of that person, they're going
Mm.
to revert to their old ways.
Yeah.
It's going to
Exactly.
take one little thing, it will take for them to revert to their own way, old ways. It
Yeah.
has to be a sincere change that they want to make, and every day they have to come and ask for grace. Because
Mhm.
when you're changing, it does not happen overnight. This is going to be a journey. And when I said a journey, it's going to be an ongoing journey where you have to come every day to ask for grace.
Mm.
Because there's going to be somewhere along the line where things is going to happen that is going to put all sort of stumbling block in your way.
Mm.
But the grace that is given you, that is what is going to help you along the way with this journey. So, Amber and Anthony, if you really want to change, you can, but it's going to be a journey.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's
Definitely.
going to
Yeah.
be a journey. But you know what they said? A journey of 1,000 steps.
A miles
Start with
begin with one
so
step.
yes, a journey of 1,000 miles begin with
Begin
one
with
step,
one step.
and that's
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
they have to take. They have to take that one step and
Yes.
Yeah.
change it.
I want to see the conversation with the mom and Amber.
Mm-hmm.
That conversation must be two places.
Mm-hmm.
It must come from a motherly love,
Mm-hmm.
and it must come from a woman of
Spiritual.
God love.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be a tear down thing, because why
No.
I don't
Yep.
think it would be a tear down thing, because
Mm-hmm.
she's a woman of grace.
Mm.
So it has to come from two places. It has to come
Yeah.
from the spiritual place, and it has to
Yes.
come from a mother to a daughter. Because trust me, Charity House is not as squeaky clean as we think.
No.
You see,
No.
because how you see how she full of the
She was
pride.
mean.
She boastful because this, and she have her 5 children, them, and all
Mm-hmm.
of these things. Something is behind her husband.
Well, she is
Mm.
working. You can see there all,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But something
but
is
that
some
doesn't give her
that
the
PR
right.
Whose
house not
husband?
keep
Charity husband?
something not clean about Charity. Why you
Charity.
see she's so puffed up and
Charity.
boastful.
I don't think she was boastful.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's coming from a place of where they were brought up, how they were brought up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were
Yeah.
brought up in a church where
Mm-hmm.
morals, they were talking about morals and integrity.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that their beliefs, because I tell you already, when Amber started messing with Dave, when
Mhm.
Anthony started messing with Shayla,
Yep.
that was it for me. I was done with Anthony. I
Mm-hmm.
refused to watch those 11:30 skit in the night when him and Shayla were in bed. I did
Yeah.
not watch
Mm.
them because I was so disgusted. And the same thing happened when Amber started messing with Dave. I said, you know what? I was always a ride or die with Amber. But although it's a
Mm.
skit and it's for entertainment, and this is my opinion, I could not be on a train
Mm.
knowing that that is not my convictions,
Yeah.
because
You
I
said
was
it.
brought up, I was christened, baptized, backslide, go back, backslide, and just trying to go back again. but I know my foundation. And it's
Mm,
just like Charity. Charity know what her foundation was. Because
mm,
that's not what we were taught. We were taught about not messing with married people. I mean, my grandmother, they used to tell us from we were young, don't mess with a married man. It's 7 years of bad luck.
mm-hmm,
7 years of crosses, they would say. So please, and
mm,
whatever. And I'm not going to say sometime you might not, because the person might tell you no, they're not married. You might not know their background.
mm,
That is on them.
yeah.
But try not to. If you know, you're not going to do it. If you don't
Mm-hmm,
know, that is something totally different. Because I remember, what's her name, Sherman and that other girl were messing around,
Ashley.
and Ashley, and she did not know that
Mm-hmm.
Sherman was married. She did not know that Sherman was married because Sherman did not tell her that he was married. So in
mm,
that case, I could not fault Ashley. But once she found out, she said no, she's not doing it because she don't want to be with a married man. But Dave know that
mm,
Amber was married.
yeah, definitely.
Renisha know that Anthony's married,
We're
and
For
they
married.
sure.
decide to
Yep.
get into bed. It's not
Mm-hmm,
even like they're courting. If they're
yeah.
courting,
Yeah.
then you saying, okay, so you're just courting. So it's a possibility when you're divorced, we will do whatever we are doing. But they actively engage in adulterous relationship and don't come to me and tell me about we are separated legally. That I don't
Mm,
see that in my eyes. It doesn't matter. Legal
Mm-hmm.
separation is something with the law. It's not a covenant that you make in front of the Almighty. This is
mm,
something the law makes up to suit
Mm-hmm.
their narrative. This is something that the law said if you're legally separated, you can date. And
yeah.
I don't even think it says you can have sexual relationship. It says you can date.
Mm,
There was nowhere
Yeah.
where it says sexual relationship is involved. It said you can date, and date mean you can maybe go out, have drinks with the person, have dinner, whatever. It never said anywhere that you can have sexual relationships. Because I think once you cross the line with that person, you're committing adultery. Somebody's committing adultery.
yeah. Can I just answer Nancy's statement? She said, hi Nancy. She says Anthony prayer called Amber a Jezebel in his prayer today. Yep. Okay, and I'm gonna just say in the chat, do you know where we talked about the Jezebel spirit? Here on Sharon show. We talked about that,
Yeah, we used
right?
to say Shayla was as the Jezebel spirit.
Yeah,
We used to talk
yeah,
about Shayla.
yeah,
Shayla was a
We're
Jezebel.
going to do a segment on that, guys.
definitely. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm
Terry
gonna
Ann,
Yes, I'm
and then
here.
we'll talk.
I'm here. But
Okay, we
I
need to do that segment on the Jezebel spirit. Okay, go ahead, Annette, and then we'll talk about that off camera. Annette? Mhm. All right, Annette. Looks like something is happening there with Annette. Yes, all right, so we have something here on the screen here says, it seems like it's okay for everyone to gloat in her pain. So sad. We are not gloating in Amber's pain for sure. I am not. I feel her pain, but Amber is a cross. Remember, everybody did say, remember, you guys were saying this is an Amber. At the end of the day, whatever happened is an Amber. You guys are still going to ride with her. Remember? So at the end of the day, we're just explaining what we're seeing. And Amber has to go through this for her to get to the end of the tunnel. Go ahead, Annette. Sorry about that.
Oh no, sorry. There was someone at my door. Yeah, she has to go through this, but we here will always talk the truth. It may upset some people, but the truth is
Mm-hmm.
literally looking at us on the screen. Amber knows. Look at her body language. Now you see how it's changed, right? Yes, I believe the mom will speak to her in that loving way. Yeah, that's fine. But Amber knows deep down she should not be in a relationship with Dave. Amber knows that, and deep down Anthony knows that. But they're gonna feel the consequences, and whether they stay together is irrelevant for me. I just want them both to heal go through the process and heal, and then see what's round the corner by the grace of God, isn't it? And what we're saying, God's got a plan, so we just have to
I
work
would
with
trust
that.
the words, trust the
Yeah,
process.
that's it. Yeah.
And welcome in, Unica. I hope that's how I pronounce it. Hi there, Will the Bear. Welcome in. Welcome in, JDK, Paula, Will the Bear, Janet, Tyrene, ROD. Welcome in, Twyla. Okay, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. All right, so let me take some comment. Hi there, Raquel. How are you doing? So,
New skit.
okay, what is it all about? The mother
Amber, Dave mother keeping it real with Amber.
Okay, hold on. Just tell me which part novel in this skit when she's keeping it real with Amber, please.
With the new Michael's Rewards program, get.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Goddess, for the alert. Let me see here. Annette, can you read the comments then for me, please, darling? Meantime, I figure out where to play. Amber's still there?
And I don't want none of that energy of your husband to fall on.
Oh, Jesus. All right, guys, mega play it from here, so. Okay, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Are staying together. God is not pleased. And I don't want none of that energy of your husband to fall on Dave, because you do reap what you sow. You are still married. And you might still love him. Because sometimes people can be separated, whatever, and get back together. You don't know what God is trying to do. It is.
All right, we're gonna speak on this one here. This is very important for you guys to see. Welcome back, everybody. I see we were up 111 people, and now we dropped down to 75. So I guess you guys went to watch it to come back to let me know what's going on.
You see, when I said he that is spiritual restores such a one in love,
yeah,
that's what you do.
Yes.
As a child of
That's
God.
and that's what the mother did.
And that's what I
I'm proud
said.
of
The
mother.
mother
Let me
needs
give
to
an award for
restore
the mother, guys.
her back to that place, because the mother is coming from two places. And as I said, those two places has to come from a motherly place.
Yes.
And a spiritual place.
Yes.
And it can't be a tear down, because when you are a child of God, you lead by the word.
Yes.
And the word said, if your brother or your sister is caught in a fault, he that is spiritual restores such a one in love. And I saw her did that for Amber, because Amber needed to hear that.
Hear that, yes.
She's going to make now decisions, different decisions now, from hearing this conversation. Bring her back to her rightful place, because she told her that which she is in, God is not pleased.
Yes.
Her father, she mentioned her Amber's dad. But Amber's dad does not know the full extent of everything. He's
in the dark.
The thing is,
doesn't know.
He suspect that she was seeing somebody, but it was not confirmed that he was seeing. Like the mother, it's confirmed to the mother. It was not confirmed to the dad. And yes, they've talked about her, because they've told them that the dad is also, she's from a Christian background.
Yes.
Because her dad was a pastor as well. So
this one was good.
The father would not be
guys.
That
One moment. I have to say something. What I need to say is, remember this morning I tell you guys, I hope the mother do not come at her. The mother is a pastor's wife, and I hope she deal, because when you have your congregation, you need to bring the sheep over. You understand? And Amber is the lamb, and the mom have to nurture her. She has to sit her down and have this conversation with her, because Amber needs to hear this. You know what I mean, guys? Amber, and I'm very proud of the mom. Let me give the mom another round of applause. When you are a pastor's wife, and you're the first lady or your pastor yourself, this is how you handle a situation like this. Kudos to the mom. They're showing you that this is a situation. This Amber situation is a delicate, embarrassing situation, ungodly situation. But at least she's speaking words of wisdom to Amber. Go ahead, guys.
Yes, she's speaking words of wisdom because she
Yeah.
told Amber that it's not about, yes, she loved Dave, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not even about Dave, it's about the covenant
Mm-hmm.
because she has a covenant with God and God is not pleased about what she's doing. And until she's divorced, she told her that she said something about she said, yes, she's living at Dave. And she said, no, no, no.
You need to
You
get
need
your
to be on
own.
your own. Get your own. You need to get your own. So she need to go back to her house.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She
So
need to go back
Denisha is
home.
gonna be going home.
Yes, she need to go back home. And Anthony can tell her
Denisha,
she
Didn't
can
I
go back
call
Auntie
that
Den,
today? I told
and
you guys Amber needs to go home. That girl has to go
she
home.
has to go home.
She has
She
to, and
need
the
to
little
go
boy has
home.
to go back and yard to so hope Denisha didn't give up her condo.
She needs to go home and if anything, she can call the law. She can get the lawyers involved because he can't tell her that she can't come home. He can move to go to Denisha's house, but Anthony can't tell her that she can't come home.
Exactly.
That's her house.
So I
And the
know
lawyer
now.
tell her, don't spend 24 hours, 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 6 hours. Now she need to spend 4 to 6 hours in the day and go home, sleep in her bed at night.
So I'm just saying that I hope now the people narrative that it is okay for Amber to do what she does. You have seen that it's not right.
Terian, I totally agree with you. I
I've been
hope the
saying
people
it.
then
I've
who
been
is all
saying
for
it.
Amber
It's
and Dave
not.
to be
It
shocking up,
cannot be right.
they can understand now. God has a plan. Remember what I keep on telling you guys, trust the process, right? Trust the process. Amber is doing wrong. Anthony is doing wrong. So at the end of the day, we have to trust the pro. This thing here is on God has the plan. So we're gonna put hashtag in the thing. God hashtag God has the plan. We have to trust the process. God has the plan. Trust the pro. Remember, Amber says God has a plan for her life. Remember, Anthony said God has a plan for his life. Remember, Anthony's calling Amber Jezebel, that she's a Jezebel. What is he? He is a Jezebel. Denisha is a Jezebel. Shayla is a Jezebel. And I have to say it, Amber as a Jezebel spirit also within her because only a Jezebel spirit would be doing. She is leading in the flesh because Amber is in the flesh. Can you correct me there if I'm wrong, Terian? All right. So what I'm saying, guys, is this: we have to call a spade a spade. Two wrong, don't make it right. So Amber needs to go home and get that Jezebel spirit out of her house. Amber needs to put her foot down. That is her bedroom. If she have to go take, if she want me to come to Atlanta with her, I will take help her move the bed out of her bedroom and the girl stuff and go like them anyway. Let me just leave myself. But at the end of the day, girls and guys, this has to be done. It has to be done. It has to be done. Let me take some comments because I think I leave you guys unattended for too long. So let me just come up here for a bit and then come back down. She don't have to go back to the home. She can go to a condo. Yes, she can go to a condo. Yes, totally agree with that. But she's still a legally married woman. She's still entitled to her home. You know what I mean? She can do that also. So she have two options. Well said. Thank you for your comment there. And right here, the plan, the lawyer says there's a plan, but that wasn't the way it was supposed to go. But this is the plan. Go back home, stay in your house until Anthony signed the paper. All right, then Ajit, thank you very much. And then Rod says, RD says, Amber does not need to go home. Anthony's abusive. She can get her own place and not affect the divorce. The home
That's
is
not
not
what the
safe.
lawyer told her. The lawyer told her that she can't stay out for more than 4 to 6 hours out of the 24
Okay.
hours. She needs to be in her matrimonial home.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the lawyer told her.
Mm-hmm. Is it so wrong? Your Unique says, yeah. Is it Unique, Charmaine, or Unica?
Where?
Yanique.
Unique.
Unique. All right.
Unique.
Someone want to make sure I'm pronouncing
Or
unique.
Yannick. No, it's Yannick.
Yannick. Yannick.
Yannick.
All right, Yannick.
Yannick.
Thank you very much, Yannick. It is so wrong. All right, thank you, Yannick. And then EP says, Dave mom was not telling Amber to go back to the house with Anthony. She was telling her to go to her own house while she go through the divorce.
Yeah, but Dave mom can say get your own place. That's what she
Yes.
said. You need to go to your own place. She said
Exactly. That's her home. Her own place.
Your own place. She have a home already, and the lawyer told her. Didn't the lawyer tell her before that she was not to change anything? And so the lawyer told him, you can't change anything. You have to do the same status quo. So when Anthony moving in Indonesia, that means he's going against what his lawyer told him.
Exactly.
And
Anthony broke all laws.
spending the night. He said, don't be disrespectful. Don't stay out all night.
Exactly.
Their lawyer told them the same thing.
Same thing.
So if they come now and want to change it mid-session, fine. But Amber lawyer told her she was not to be staying out all night. That's their matrimonial home. If she went somewhere else and leave, that means she abandoned the home. Anthony, if Denisha stayed there past 30 days and she's not there, he can say Amber abandoned the home and Denisha is now a resident.
Exactly.
That's the law. So Amber need to go back home.
It's true. You may not like it, guys, but we have to call a spade a spade.
You don't have to talk to Anthony.
And Moses said, Mosa says, this is the best skit in SkitLanta.
That's true.
Yeah, I totally agree with that too. Let's just get some more comments in here. Janet said, verbal is abuse. Verbal is abuse. It's just as bad as physical abuse. I don't want them together. All right, we're not writing the skit, Janet. We're just calling a spade, and that is it. God has a plan. Trust the process, Janet. That's all I can say, Janet. They're leading. You see, Anthony's storyline is based on the biblical thing. They are bringing in the biblical thing. Remember, I asked you guys, when does God plan activated? And trust me, baby, it's activated. Then Goddess says, God has a plan, trust the process. Yes, Goddess, thank you very much for that. Then Carla says, Amber needs to go to her condo. Anthony is going to touch Amber in the house, because of Dave. And then Sanita says, we know you say no right, but has happened already. Okay, I don't understand that. Please rewrite that for me, Sanita. Maybe me not read it right. And then Marvis says, welcome in, Marvis. She says, Mom, thank you. Amber needed this.
Some seafood. And he said they always do that in the beginning. Always do that in the beginning. Yeah. So he's trying to tell Anthony that you are doing all of this because a girl get up and cook you some seafood, which they always do in the beginning. And he mentioned Shayla. He said Shayla used to do stuff for you. Amber used to, and he said, but this is different. This is different, yes, because
but it's not different.
Denisha is showing it is different because Denisha is showing her representative. That's it.
Exactly.
When you first meet a man, you show him
you do the best.
Cook, clean,
you
do this, you do that. You first, but after maybe a couple months after that, you know want cook, you know want clean, you know want do all those things.
I mean, if you tell about them steam fish, they want me also cook.
So Anthony's acting like this is brand new, like the woman never done this before. The next woman him go and cook just to see him.
But say, I mean, if you tell about them steam fish, the steam fish, okra, crackers, chocho, or chayote, chayote and carrot. Let me tell you, say you simmer that with some pumpkin. You lick your finger right from now till next year. Trust me. And where did it get me? It didn't get me nowhere.
Is what's her name in the chat? Nancy and Tina in the
chat.
Yeah,
they're in the chat.
Hi guys, Nancy, Tina, baby. Me know say I'm not gonna love Anthony, you know. I'm not gonna love the Daltons. Them, trust me. Me know saying us it not look possible now. It look yucky. It look the water muddy. It looks disgusting. It look like it can save. You don't want it to save. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be here with you guys, and we are going to rejoice because the plan, whatever their plan is, how they're gonna get it together, we'll see. Amber might not, we don't know. Amber might go our separate ways, but she's going to rise. Anthony might go in separate ways, but
But
he's
they
going
shall
to
rise.
rise. And we're going to love them both.
Mm-hmm.
We go
All
you
right, guys.
we
Well
going to love
said.
them.
Well said, dear Terry, and well said. Let me get the chat involved here. I don't want to leave them out at all. I need them back in here. All right, let me just come here. So, Dolly says to Sanita, Dave's sister will have to have a humbling experience to remove her from that I horse. All right, thank you, dear. We're just gonna read, then we're gonna comment. Then Stacy says, Leticia, she told Aunt she wants a divorce before Dave. All right.
After she see Dave, and now it's
Exactly.
proven. No, okay, guys. So this is
We
a
have to call
debate,
a
an
spade a spade.
ongoing debate. This is an ongoing debate.
Yes, this is
We're
ongoing
listening to
debate.
their two arguments. And Amber said Melissa introduced them, and the first time she saw Dave, she had this whatever. So she asked for the divorce after she met Dave. So now she's proving everybody right that it was because of Dave why she actually
Yes.
asked for the divorce. I was taking up for her and said, no, it was not because of Dave.
Yes.
But no, she's saying it, Dave is saying it. Dave said in the song that the first time
Mm-hmm.
I saw you, it's like heaven opened and brought you to me. So Dave is saying that all that he was doing that first day when they met, he knew that he have to have her.
Yes, and she asked to have him.
And she knew because listen to what she told her his mother today. The first time she saw him. So that was the catalyst for the divorce, for asking
Yes.
for the divorce. So we know we are not going to we are going to get out that narrative that she did not ask for a divorce because of whatever Anthony was doing. It
Yeah.
was because she saw
Yeah, she
an
saw Dave.
option. She saw Dave
Sham
and
will
this was
roll
an
that. Spin
option.
that a little, Sham. I have to jump in here. I'm going to make you come back on, Sham. I have to say this. You know, I have to gloat a little. Well, weren't I being the devil's advocate when I says Amber because she saw Dave? That
Yes,
is why
yes,
they're
yes,
getting
yes.
that divorce.
Yep.
And people was getting mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
Even you were telling me, say, no, Sharon, no.
Of course I was.
Remember? And I said, I'm being the devil's advocate. Didn't I not say that?
Yeah, and
Okay,
I
let me
said,
just
and
keep this.
and I tell
All
you
right,
right
go
now,
ahead.
I'm taking back my chat because I was saying it, but based on Dave's song and based
Mm-hmm.
on Amber's, what Amber was telling the mother today, that was what happened. Which as soon as she said, Dave, this chocolate man that you
Yes,
birthday and
she
whatever,
told
she said as
Ernestine.
soon as I saw him. You said as soon as she saw him. So everything else that she's saying why she want this divorce, Dave was the main catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, Dave was the catalyst that propelled her to ask for this divorce.
Yes. That is why Amber asked for the divorce. See, I'm writing it down because I was remembering when she was talking to Ernestine, she even cut off the sex from Anthony. She cut it off Anthony when she said no. And then what she does, after she meet with Ernestine, what she do? She asks Anthony for that divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, oh boy, you see, Amber was moving in the flesh. And what is her husband doing right now? Moving into the flesh till he even move in a ready-made family that he created for himself. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah,
That
well,
chat y'all get hotter than hot. All me can tell you guys.
yeah, well,
Let,
Anthony's having a mental breakdown. That's what I'm saying. Sorry, I had to do something, something
Mhm.
personal, so I had to step out for a
That's
bit.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been sorted.
All right.
But yeah.
So okay, jump in and then we get some conversation from the chat, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where were you up to? Um,
No, no, no. Anything you want to, and if you
oh,
want,
thing I want to say.
Yes, anything you want to
Okay.
say? If you want to read comments, you can do that also.
Okay. I will say that um once the mom has a conversation with Amber, hopefully that will be triggering for her to
Mm-hmm.
say, bye, Dave, I'm heading back home. That's what
She
I would
did.
like. Oh, she
She
did.
did. Yeah, she
Oh,
did. Check it
oh,
out.
okay, because I was away for a minute. Oh, so
Yeah,
she's
she
gone
did.
back.
She had a
Oh,
good conversation with her.
No,
so
the
she,
mother. She was saying she's going to say goodbye, Dave.
No,
oh,
she said she didn't know the mom had a conversation.
Oh,
She's waiting for the conversation with the mom. She did.
okay. Hold on. Did she have the conversation with Dave's mom, Amber?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and then she decided to go back to Atlanta.
No.
No, that is not shown yet.
Okay, right. So okay, so right, she's had the conversation with Dave's mom. I hope she can make a decision. I hope, well, Dave may well try and sweet talk her and say, Amber, maybe you should stay, da da da. But I hope she goes back home. I hope she gets a flight and goes back home and start to really think about what her life has been in the last few months. What's actually going on for Amber? Because things are going to continue to get worse if she doesn't check herself and realize that she can't go on like this. She's still married. Whether what's going on with her and Anthony, she still is a married woman. And that's something which she has been acknowledging it. But I just really want her to just take that time out for herself and find out who Amber Dalton Ty is,
Mm-hmm.
right? She needs that time to recruit because you see, when you sit back, you can see because she's probably going to try and blame everybody. She blames Anthony. She and probably end up blaming Charity. She'll probably end up blaming the, but she's not taking any responsibility of her actions. She's not doing that. And I think once she can look herself in the mirror and say, oh my goodness, what have I done wrong? God help me get through this current situation. I really need to take stock. But one thing that just popped in my head when she was having that argument with Anthony and she went in the bathroom and she was brushing her teeth and then she came out, she says, Aunt, I'm really a bit annoyed. And when she saw Anthony on laid out, that
On the
might be some,
floor. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And
going to happen again.
yes. And
I
she's
think that's going
going,
to happen again.
I believe you because someone's saying that Anthony keeps rubbing his chest. I still
And his
haven't.
forehead is rubbing all
Okay, right.
over the place.
Okay, so he's getting stressed, yeah. So I think that will happen again. And at the end of the day, she's still gonna look out for Anthony because he's her husband. One other thing before I end. Now you notice that Anthony's in the Amber's bed with Denisha. Do you all
Mm-hmm.
think that it's giving him a vibe because that was Amber's bed?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because Anthony's a bit weird like that. I wonder if he's getting turned on the fact that it's Amber's bed and he's doing Denisha. That's just a thought process. But
I
that's what
don't
I have
even
to
know if he's doing Denisha. We don't know if he's doing Denisha because Denisha look like she is
say.
somebody that will hold the pum pum if she feels like she
Yeah.
wants something from
Okay.
him. She look like
Mhm.
she's that type of person that she will do that.
La-
But you know something,
mhm.
and I've been listening to Wayne talking to Anthony for the past few days, and Wayne is not like when Anthony first called him and told him that he went there with Denisha and he was like high fiving him over the
Mhm.
phone and he was doing all of that. No, Wayne is warning him.
Yeah.
It's like Wayne is warning him because Wayne warned him yesterday and said to him, you fixing up a room for this lady's son that you only know for how long? Did you
Mhm.
fix up a room in your house for your own son? And he said,
Mhm.
you're fixing up a room and you might lose it in a minute. And said,
Yes.
so you know you have a wife. And he said that ship have sailed. And he said, well, that ship can turn around.
Oh
Not saying it's
yes.
going to turn around to you, but that ship
Yeah.
can turn around.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about the court and the judge and the gavel.
Mhm.
So Wayne has been giving some warning, some
Yeah.
nuggets,
Yep.
some warning regarding what Anthony's doing. And today again, he told him, he said, you're doing all that for some seafood and grits. You're doing
Mhm.
all that like they always do that in the beginning. And he said,
Yeah.
no, this is different. And he said, no, Shayla used to do whatever for you and Amber. And he was like trying to play it off. So
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we'll just have to wait and see how this pans out. But it's really so interesting. It's yeah, this is some people's lives. And I think that's why you're getting the reaction you are, especially on Facebook. But Facebook, they are, can I use the word?
Brutal.
Yeah, deadly. Can I use that word?
Them
Yeah, they are.
savage. Them
Whoa,
savage on FB,
Brutal on
boy.
indeed.
Facebook.
Oh
Facebook
my God,
dreadful.
them
And they
savage.
don't hold back at
Nope,
all.
they sure don't.
They really hate Anthony, and a lot of them are not happy with what Amber is doing, and then some of them are all right with what Amber is doing, but they make their feelings perfectly clear. But I want to see, how do the Amber fans feel about what's going on now? What are they saying? Even in the chat, what are you all saying
Hold
now?
on. Hold on. Before you guys get into that,
I think
I
we,
was trying to listen to that video and
yeah.
I am loving what the mother said to her. She said, it doesn't matter. When Amber said to the mom, I listened to it. She says, I am getting a divorce. The mother said, it doesn't matter. You are getting a divorce. God is not pleased. I don't want what that energy from your husband to fall on my son.
Oh wow.
You reap what you sow.
Oh wow. That's what the
Guys,
mom.
there is a lot of nugget was said from
Mm,
this mother. You
that I
guys
can.
have to pick it up. I know that a lot of you guys was happy that she's going, oh yes, Amber is going to meet his family. What did we say on the live yesterday? We says no, we
Don't
don't
go.
think it's a good idea. But then I also says it's a good thing if she goes. Maybe this will wake her up, right? I
Well,
think
let's
us
see.
along the line we says that, right? Annette, I can't
Yeah.
remember what we said.
Yes, yes, you did say that. You did. But let's see. Let's see now. The
What
ball
the
is in.
audience is saying.
Let's see what the audience is saying. But now
All
let's
right.
see what Amber's gonna do now. What's gonna be? Okay, maybe should we try and predict what Amber's next move's gonna be? Charmaine and Sharon and Terry Ann.
Well, let me take 10 conversation, then we'll jump back into that.
Okay, cool.
So Lily says, all four of them are in the flesh, definitely. Well said there. She needs to go home and press her lawyer to let's see, continue with that. Nancy said, I will burn that bed. Definitely we will. Sanita said the house need to be cleansed. I guess yeah, we understand the fire there and the rebuild. And she's laughing. We understand. And the passion says that spirit the sister should have had definitely, but the sister was being petty. She was being petty, and I called it out. That is not godly. A lot of you guys did not like it. You guys are against her. Everybody love what Amber is doing, and it's okay. We cannot fault you guys. That's your opinion. But my opinion, our of what the nuggets we got from that Amber shouldn't have cross the line with Dave. We all said that yes, we're all for the divorce. If she
Oh
get
yeah.
the divorce, that's
Mhm.
fine. But God has a plan. You hear what the mother says?
Mhm.
You said you're done with your husband. Maybe you do love him, but you do not know what God has for you guys, right? So they're
Okay.
teaching you when you do have some church, the leaders them can be so brutal and they run you from the church.
Mhm.
But I am so happy. Oh, the mother handle Amber with care, and she speak the word of wisdom to Amber, and that is what I'm going after. So let me just read some
Sharon,
more comment.
before
Mhm.
Yes,
you read that
darling.
comment, there is a song that says it's not over
And
until
till
God
the,
says it's
That it's
over.
over. Yes.
mhm.
And that's what the mother said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did God tell you it's over?
No.
And
No.
she's referring to the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. She's
She's
referring to the
referring.
marriage. So
Mhm.
there are so many nuggets in different everybody there are nuggets. Because
Mhm.
when Wayne says when he said that ship has sailed and Wayne says the ship can turn around,
Mhm.
and the mother is now saying, did God say it was over?
Mm.
Because if God says it's over, then it's over. You can say it's over, but until God says it's over, then it is over. And the covenant you have is with
That
you
is what
and
you're
God.
saying. That's not what God is saying.
That's not what
Yeah.
God is saying. You are saying that that's not what God is saying. So,
I'm not. I'm Sharon always said stay out of married people business,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm sitting on the fence.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sitting on the fence because I'm staying out of married people business.
I ain't
Mm-hmm.
sitting on the fence. I'm still the
Stay out of married
Daltons.
people business.
I stay
Yeah.
out of it. But I'm sticking beside both of them. Wherever the pen turns, I'm
They
sticking
say
Mm.
with both of
me
So,
them.
not
so
stick beside none of
do
them.
you,
Me I stay
do,
out of married
I,
people
I'm
business.
I'm
do
sticking
you
with
think
them.
she should go home or get her own place?
I don't know
Get
what
our
she
one
should do. The
place.
lawyer
Hold
tell
on,
her
hold
to
on
go
there,
home.
guys. I think could have missed something there. The mother says, hold on, hold on, hold on. I love my son. We have to protect the covenant. Did
Yes, the
anybody listen to
covenant.
that?
Yes, that's what
Of
I
course.
said. They
That's
said
what
it's
she
the
said.
covenant.
The
They have
covenant.
to come. Yes,
And it don't want Anthony's evil spirit to blow back on his son.
exactly.
Your
Oh my
husband's
word.
spirit. At the
Okay.
beginning, she said, "Or your husband's spirit or something to blow back on my son."
So I
Yeah.
You
wonder,
hear the
Because
mother
where
said,
you
hold
reap,
on
where
there,
you
guys. The
sow, where
mother
you
said, you
reap.
guys are, he's committing adultery. You're still
Yes,
married. When
yes.
I
Yes.
said it, people were coming back at me so
mm-hmm,
hard. They're coming at us and says, we're not for Amber. Why does people want Amber with her husband? And we say
well,
she have a legal separation, but she's
mm,
still legally married in the eyes of the Lord.
and
That is
this
the
is the
bottom
thing,
line.
and
That's the
this is
And
the
bottom
thing.
line.
nobody was, people was not having it because they love Amber. And I said, the audience is going to be divided because of this situation. And it did get divided.
Mm. But at the end of the day, if it's God's will for Amber and Anthony to stay together, that's what's going to happen. Only he's going to
God
make
has a plan.
the final decision. So, do you
They would
think?
say, they
Sorry,
would,
so,
sorry, Annette, they would say, if God be for you, who
okay,
can be against you?
Against you.
yeah, true.
Exactly.
So, what do you
Yeah.
think now? Do you think Dave and Amber will stop their fling now? Now that the
I
mother has
don't know. I
spoken?
don't know. I have to,
Let's see
I
the
have to
mother
watch
have the
some more.
conversation. Let's see the conversation the mom has with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
we'll know where his direction is.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to see the conversation with him.
I want to see how he react after that. Anybody
Mm-hmm.
have any question we want to put in the chat for our chat family to poll?
I want the
Yeah.
sister to apologize to Amber the right way. And the
Mm-hmm.
mom go make she has to do it. If you are a child of God, the conviction is going to let you do it the right way. She's going to go back to Amber and tell Amber she's sorry. She has to, because the way how she handled it, it wasn't right. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But then Terry Ann, like what you say, they had to go for it. Maybe if she'd said it in a different way, maybe it would not have registered to Amber. So even though it was kind of coarse what she said, and I kind of think it's me personally, I think she did it quite mildly. But however, Amber had to hear this, and Amber also had to see this, and she won't forget this for a good while now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
it's
don't.
going to be it's going to be playing on our conscience.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be playing on our conscience. So let us see how she handle it. Because one thing I know, that you get a warning at all times before something happened. And she got the warning that, okay, well, God is not pleased. And the word said it is a dreadful thing to fall in the hands of God. So you just have to know that she knows now that what she's doing is wrong, and somebody held her accountable and brought it to her face and let
Yeah.
her
Mm-hmm.
know it is wrong.
Yeah.
Regardless, in your mind you think it's a legal separation, at the end of the day you are still a married woman.
That's what the mother just told her. That
Mm-hmm.
is
At
the
the end
covenant.
of the
It's the
day it's
covenant
still
she's
a
talking
married
about.
woman. Yep.
Well,
And
that's.
I remember a couple of weeks ago I spoke about the covenant between
Yes.
the two of
Mm-hmm.
them. And
Yeah.
that
Yes.
is the bottom line. The covenant. God keeps
Mm-hmm.
covenant sacred. Between the covenant that you and him have, he keeps it sacred. And so does marriage. He keeps
Yeah.
it secret. He doesn't play about a child of God.
So I think I'm kind of thinking now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hearing everything what you all are saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the covenant, and God doesn't make a mistake either. The
Mm-hmm.
Daltons they're gonna be all right in some capacity.
Mm-hmm.
They are, because I'm just hearing what you're saying, Terry Ann, and also Charmaine and Sharon, and I see some of the comments in the chat. As hard as this is, they have to go through it to become better people. So that forgiveness, that humbling, and like what is going on is like probably the worst they're experiencing, probably more. But I just feel they are going to be okay. They
Mm-hmm.
definitely are going to be okay now. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more confident.
Uh,
Yeah,
after the
I love this
conversation,
comment.
Wayne had with Anthony today,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I think after Wayne was done and he was sitting, he was in a pensive mood. You can see that. I don't know what he was thinking about, because at one point he called Amber name, and at one
Yeah.
point he said Shayla did it because she thinks she had to do it.
Mm.
And Wayne mentioned Amber, and Anthony said Amber, but he did not say anything
Yeah.
else about
Mhm.
Amber. He just called her name.
Yeah.
And then Wayne was saying to him, "Oh God damn, I can't believe you're going on about some grits. It's because the lobster was in it." And he said, "There's plenty of lobster and fish in the sea."
Mhm.
And Anthony was saying, "This is different because this girl was made to take care of a man," and blah
Okay.
blah blah, whatever. And Wayne says, "This is, they always do that in the beginning." And he said, "No, no, no, no. She's different. She's different." But I tell you, this is going to come back to
Mhm.
haunt him,
Mhm.
because this girl is not different. She has an agenda. She
You
has
know
an
what,
agenda.
too? Another thing,
Mhm.
this word that Amber gets, I pray to God that she don't go back and listen to Ernestine.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yes,
So
yes,
I
Ernestine
definitely.
will have too much
pray,
problem coming. Ernestine have a lot
I
of problem
pray
coming
she does
tomorrow.
not go back
Mm-hmm.
and listen to Ernestine, because you know why?
Mhm.
Ernestine have not given her any
Eh,
sound good advice.
She have
And
the
That's
that's
right.
what
Jezebel spirit.
and
Ernestine
that's
Yes,
Yeah,
have
why
the
the Bible
Jezebel
Ernestine,
tells
yes.
you,
yes,
spirit.
she does.
She
and
has as well. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
why
Mhm.
the
she has
Bible
it for
tells you
real.
you
Mhm.
cannot take counsel from the ungodly.
Mm-mm, you
Mhm.
cannot.
You
Mhm.
can't. I'm saying,
Yes, true,
I
true,
just
true.
hope she don't go to Ernestine and even tell Ernestine, and then Ernestine is gonna tell her, oh, that's my other thing with her,
Please
Ernestine.
hit the like button,
Ernestine.
guys.
Yeah.
Oof.
And that
Please
that
hit the
thing
like
that
button.
Anthony does with Wayne, a bit like with Amber and Shayla, they confide in them so much. It's amazing because yeah, he had his big breakfast and whatever, and he was feeling like he's a real king. Yet he decides, oh yeah, who am I gonna phone? I'm gonna phone
Wayne.
Petty Wayne. Why you need to phone Wayne and
Yeah,
tell him your
because
business?
but he wants to brag to Wayne
I know, but
about somebody cooking for him, and Wayne, you know Wayne is petty, so Wayne is just going to tell him like it is.
yeah.
What is so big about somebody cooking for you? People
Mm-hmm.
cook for people every day. This is, people do this in the beginning. So what is it? It's some grits with some lobster in there. So what is so great about that?
Exactly. Janet says, well, is God going to show up for Anthony? If not, I won't agree for the marriage. Yeah, he's
Of
gonna show
course,
up.
God is going to show up for Anthony.
He
For
And
will.
real.
He
It's
will.
it's
God
coming.
is going to show up in the way where we are not even
Eh,
going to believe
yep,
when he shows up,
yep.
because Anthony's running foul.
Yeah,
Mm.
very, very much so. Very much so. Yeah, very much so. So do you think Amber should maybe question Sharon, should Amber still do the podcast?
She's
Okay,
going
me
to do
just a
it.
poll one first, and then I'll do that
She
one.
is going to do it.
I said, should she do it?
Yeah, she should.
I'd want it anyway. I'll keep my
Maybe
comment to
she can
myself.
bring it. Maybe she can bring the
Get
biblical
our own.
perspective to the podcast. Maybe she can bring, if we are saying this is a redemption story or a whatever
Yeah,
story, maybe she
it
can
can
bring
help
that.
somebody else.
Maybe she can bring that perspective to the podcast to say,
Mm-hmm.
I was lost and now I'm found, and
Found.
Yes,
whatever.
Oh yes,
that
wow,
is
okay.
so true.
Yeah, I love
Let me
it.
read some comments,
Let
guys.
me say
Okay.
that.
So Wally says here, she better than Denisha mother. Yes. Dave mom is excellent. Excellent. That's what I expected a pastor should do.
Oh yeah.
Denisha mother is for the gutter, for the streets. All right. So JDK says Amber doesn't need to go back to the mansion. That place is toxic. Team Amber. Let me just come back down here. Let me see. And Leticia says, Stacy, go back, watch the skit. She and Anthony made up and he had the photo shoot. They were back in love, Leticia said. So she's telling Stacy to go back, go watch that. And then Marianne says she can stay with Dave like for 6 hours, but not more than 24 hours. All
No,
right.
not 24. She said she can stay 4 to 6 hours, but not 24 hours. That's what she
Just
said.
my opinion says she doesn't need to go back to the house. It's too abusive. She needs a place where she can be alone through the healing process. Never put yourself in an abusive situation. She said, I am lost. Thank you, dear. Just my opinion. We are well appreciate that. RD says her lawyer can justify her leaving the house. The home is toxic. Now, thank you for that, guys. The Twyla says, well, there's a guest house. Just stay in there. It doesn't have to be this complicated. Well said, dear, too, Twyla. That's an option also. But I would definitely get that. If I was in Amber's situation, I'm just speaking in a real life scenario now, bringing this knowledge to this kid here, I would definitely go home to my house and I would personally move Anthony and Denisha out of my bedroom. And you know what I will do with that bed? That bed will not be staying in my bedroom any longer. And I will be putting Denisha will find her stuff out on the sidewalk. It won't be anywhere in my house.
You know something, Sharon? I think when Anthony speaks to, I think Amber lawyer is going to talk to Anthony lawyer with this new development. And I think when Anthony lawyer speaks to him, she's going to tell Anthony the real thing. So I'm just waiting for Anthony to have a conversation with his lawyer to hear what his lawyer, because his lawyer told him, he did not tell the lawyer that he was seeing somebody. His lawyer told him that they're still legally married.
Yeah.
And he still will get whatever she's getting.
Exactly.
So, with this new development, his lawyer will also advise him if it is within the law for him to do what he's doing. And once he hears that, and if he I know this lady said something about 100%. I don't know what the plan is, but if he hears that, okay, so now that you have done this, this is going to cost you more than that 50% that you did not want to pay. It might even cost you your house. And I will see his reaction. I need him to have a conversation with his lawyer to see his reaction, because Anthony is not going to lose anything because of any woman. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, he said that. He said it.
He could love Denisha some more. He is not going to lose a cent.
Yep.
Okay?
But remember what he said, no man, woman, or child.
Misty says, Amber is so hard-headed. I hope she listens. I hope so, Misty. Remember her dad pleaded the thing to her and says, I got your back. Don't be a dog like Anthony. I don't want it. And she become like Anthony. So well said, dear Misty. Twyla says, burn some sage, go to the guest house and pray a lot. And not in that, and not in that order. And Adrian says, I think it's Adrian, Anthony lives with Shayla and Pierre when they were going through their first divorce, and he didn't forfeited the house. And then Lydia says, Amber and Anthony are both extremely hard-headed. Definitely, Lydia. Well said, guys. Well said. Well said. So let me get some more comments in here. A photo shoot does not mean you're back in love. That's what Marianne says. And they really married. They just doing a job. And then Marianne says, that the first one was Wallace. This one says, Marianne said, yes. The guy told her to do it, jump off so she can start her own podcast later. All right. All right. So let me simply says here, remember, ladies, God is married to the backslider. Jeremiah 3:4 and verse 15. God is not judging Amber, and it's not our place to judge her either. God will lift Amber up, whether it's with Anthony or not. Yes, simply thank you for that. We are not judging Amber. We are
No.
calling a spade a spade. And what the
Mm-hmm.
mother is saying, she's not judging Amber either. She just tell her the hard truth. Amber needs to hear this truth.
Yeah.
Amber is convicted. Look at Amber. When the mother spoke to Amber, let me get Amber face. The mother spoke motherly to Amber as
Mm-hmm.
a woman.
Gonna
Guys,
lick out.
you see, when the Lord touches
Um,
you, I
she
think
looks.
God touches Amber right there.
She looks
She
like she's gonna
felt that
cry.
conviction from the mother, guys. You know, when you're in church and you know you're doing something bad, and
Mm-hmm.
you go to the altar and the pastor speak to you, look
Okay,
at Amber's
Sharon,
face.
please, Sharon, don't bother with that today.
No, man, I'm speaking now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, when you know, say you're out in the streets and you're doing, when you're a child of God, I hope I can speak freely, guys. I hope so. Can I?
Yeah, go on, Sharon. Yeah, man.
So,
Go.
guys, I am going to tell you something.
Uh,
I know I wasn't doing right by God, right? And I didn't do anything bad or anything like that, do any fornication, not like that. But you know when you're not in the word, and I
alignment.
was not
When
in
you're
the
not
word.
in alignment.
I
Mm.
was not in the alignment with God. And then I go to the altar. Guys, I've never feel the Holy Ghost touch me yet in my life. I'm pumpkin. I get a lashing. I get a piece of lashing. Oh my goodness, me have to get back in alignment. So look at
Mm.
Amber face. When the mother spoke to Amber, guys, Amber felt that conviction for what the mother is saying. When her dad was speaking to her, Amber take that as she is taking up for Anthony.
Mm.
But you see, the woman of God, God, you know what, guys? This has to happen. The woman of God spoke to Amber. She did not show hate. She did not resent her. She did not accuse her. She didn't acted like our daughter acted. This is the way his sister should have acted. But no, she was being, when that sister go to church, trust me, mark my word, she is going to get a lashing.
But
And then,
Sharon,
hmm?
Mm.
the sister had to be the way
That
she
way.
was
Yep.
for the mother to be this way.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
know,
Because Amber
darling.
would not listen to the sister if the sister
Mm.
was
Exactly.
like the mother. She respect
Yeah.
the mother.
Yes.
So that is why she is reacting to the mother this way. But the sister had to play her part in
Yes.
bringing
Mm-hmm.
That's what
everything
I
to
was
life.
just going to say.
Had
Yeah.
to do it to bring everything to life.
Uh,
So
in
now the
alignment.
mother,
The
now she,
sister
yes.
got an
Yeah.
assignment from God. And guys, I thank you very much for letting me clarify this now, Charmaine. Let me just jump back what Charmaine. So God had an assignment, and that was we think the sister was harsh. A lot of us think the sister was harsh,
I don't.
and it was very bad. But it has to be done that way. Why it has to be done that way? That way the mother was able to come in alignment to speak with Amber. And as
Okay.
you can see Amber face there, Amber is in tears.
Yeah. That's what I
Amber
said. She looks
felt
like she's
it.
crying. Yeah.
Amber felt that conviction from that mother. The good Lord was anointing Amber. So I hope, as you guys said, the Jezebel spirit, forgive me, guys, to say Amber was Jezebel. She doesn't have that, but she
Mm-mm.
was just in the flesh. So I corrected myself. The
Yeah.
Jezebel spirit that is in Ernestine. I hope when that devil, the Jezebel spirit that is within Ernestine, come at Amber, Amber will speak to her and stand up in truth. Remember at the hospital, when Anthony was at the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
Amber, Ernestine said, I hope you're not going to stay with it. No, you're leaving him. And she says, I have to go to God. And then
Mm-hmm.
I will see what my next move will be.
Yeah.
But because
Definitely.
of Ernestine, Amber did not go pray. She promised to pray and she did not. Guys, you guys were missing lots of the nuggets. Amber did not pray, and a lot of you guys say you love Amber, but you guys was rejoicing for Amber for this fall for Amber. And
No.
Amber
Can't.
was in the flesh and she was excited in the flesh. Although Sharon Review was telling you guys, no,
Mm-mm.
wait, what she doing is wrong. Charmaine, Hannett, Terry, and
Mm.
Onion, we've been telling you guys.
New
Yep.
skit,
But
Sharon.
nobody was listening.
New
News.
skit.
What is it?
When Dave X tell him Amber is going to be his downfall. Woo, child.
Ooh. Woo. They're going. Oh my goodness. You know, when we finish with the live, I'm going to have to go and watch all these skits. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Marion just said Dave's mom said she respects that she can tell that they love each other, and she respects that she can see that in their eyes. Okay, well anyway.
Yeah, we
Oh
see
well.
that.
Okay, cool.
We hear
Wow.
that. But people only picking out what they want to pick out.
Mhm.
They're not thinking about what the mother's saying. They only hear what they want in that
I
they
I
only
just
hear the mother says, I see both of them love each other. Yes, they're in lust with each other. Yep.
lost. Yeah.
They're
I,
in lust with each other. They're in the flesh with each other. Yes, he cares about Amber. Amber cares about him. But right now, what is being done? What did the mother say? You guys have to pick up the key word.
yeah. I just was
Does God
reading.
want this for you? Are you guys done? Did
Yeah.
you said it's over? Did God said it's over?
Yeah, that's it. That's the key
That's
nugget.
it. That's the key
Yeah.
component. They're
Yeah.
going by this. Amber and Anthony's story is God has a plan. Trust the
Mhm.
process.
Yeah. Miss
That's
T
from
22/7 said Amber is so hard headed. I hope
mhm.
she listens. Yeah, we all hope she listens. And another thing, I was just remembering, Amber lost her mom when she was what, 11? So I think hearing it from Dave's mom might have an impact on her that she
Yes,
doesn't
I should
she's
respect her.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Lydia. Amber and Anthony are both extremely hard headed. Yes, we know that. Okay.
Okay,
Maybe
read some comments there on it, please.
okay. I might be a little bit higher in the comments. I don't know. But simply said, remember, ladies, God is married to the backslider.
I
Jeremiah.
read that one
Oh,
already.
you okay, let me go down a bit
Don't
then.
go all the way down.
All the way down. Let me go down. Okay. Janet says,
I just really don't. And she is
hold
going
on,
through divorce right now.
hold on. You've got Mr. Dave on. I can hear his voice. And he
Oh,
sounds a bit clearer now because sometimes, he sounds
yeah.
quite
He's
muffly.
speaking up now, more clearly
Yeah.
now. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, read some
Oh,
comments.
sorry. Okay, I was reading. Okay. Dolly said some marriages happen for selfish reasons. It's not
Mm-hmm.
because they always get married for the right reasons. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
thanks, Dolly. And Miss T 227 says hopefully she'll listen. Money Law says next skit Dave's ex tells Dave Amber will be his downfall. Yeah, we're just gonna be listening to that. Thank you, Money Law. And Janet says, Nancy, therapy to stay away from Anthony. Okay. We'll just have to wait and see, everyone, because I know a lot of you are not feeling the fact that they potentially may get back together and
Mm-hmm.
resolve their issues. So what are you gonna say then? Because if that's God's will, then they will get back together, definitely. Sarita says, hard is but Amber Heard is harder. I think Amber's ears is harder, and she doesn't listen. The sister don't know. Amber's likely to listen to Ernestine, and that's the concern I have as well. All this talk that she's getting from the mom, when she sees another Jezebel spirit, Ernestine,
Mm-hmm.
Shayla, even Angelina, are she gonna listen? If Coco was maybe around and maybe Mama Brenda and even her sister, they're not in they don't have any communication. Amanda and Amber, I haven't seen them for ages in the
Right.
skit. That's very
That's true
strange.
because she was at Ernie with Candice the other day. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why she didn't come, we got, but I just want to say something. In
Mm-hmm.
this new skit,
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, you watch it already?
I watch it.
No, just let me
You
know
see,
where to
you
play.
Yeah,
see,
I'm
see,
just waiting on you
you
guys.
see Dave is doing business with his ex.
exactly. Because
Okay.
she said he's all about that money, and he said, "Okay, we have to
And
get
he said,
together
okay.
because
She
something."
said, I'm always looking out for you. I'm wondering,
Oh,
Exactly.
he gonna tell Amber that he's doing business with her?
No,
Praise the
oh,
Lord.
that's what I'm
no.
saying.
But
There's a
Wow.
lot of things
something.
gonna unfold about Dave.
Something that she said. Melissa told him the same thing. That since he started talking to Amber, he's off his game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And the lady said that I can see that you're off. Your aura is off. You're not
Mm-hmm.
shining the way you used to shine. And she said, I can tell.
Charity and I can tell because we all grow up together and we know you more than. He said, you don't know her. He said, no, we don't need to know her. We know you. And this is not you. You're off. Something about you is off. You're off your game. And it reminds me of what Melissa. Remember, Melissa told him.
Yeah, Melissa said
Melissa
it.
told him, and everybody was saying this because Melissa was jealous, blah, blah, blah. Melissa said, you are off. You're not doing all you used to do. You're waking up late. You are not doing business the way you used to do business. And he said, nobody can get him off his game. That's what he's telling this girl right now. He said, nobody can get him off his game. But this is the second person who tells him that he's off his game since he met Amber. And I remember O'Neill saying something that you don't need to mess with the Daltons.
Yeah.
Because
we all say that.
The Daltons, they are toxic.
Yeah.
They are toxic and they are going to bring you down.
And what did I say?
7 years of crosses.
Yes.
Trust me.
What did I tell you guys? The Dalton is going to make a lot of people who are saying, say, oh, Dave. Denisha. They're gonna make on a shame. That's why I said stay out of married people business.
Exactly. So prevalent. Okay.
7 years of crosses. 7 years of crosses.
Okay. Somebody just said, Lydia says, leave Amanda over there. No need for her to be with Amber. These sisters are too goofy together. Okay, thanks, Lydia. Okay. Janet says, besides Amber fooling around while married, what does she need to do? Okay, besides Amber fooling around while married, what does she need to change? That's a good question. What does Amber need to change?
She need to get back into her word.
Yes.
Amber was in her word. Amber, remember Anthony said to Amber one day that you are on first name basis with God.
I remember that skit.
You are on first name basis with God because you see, Anthony was depending on Amber to go to God for him, to intercede. Amber was interceding with God for Anthony. And that was where Anthony was wrong. Anthony is supposed to be the head of the household. He was supposed to be the one talking to God and interceding on Amber's behalf, but he was not doing that. He was allowing Amber to lead. Now he's going to God now and he's praying foolishness because what the prayer he prayed this morning is foolishness.
Oh, yes, yeah, definitely.
And as Dave's mother told Amber, it's a covenant between you and God. And you cannot be thanking God for bringing a single woman in your life to give you a ready-made family and all of that without you even thinking about getting that divorce done.
Anthony's not going to sign those papers.
Heck no.
No way. Listen, no way. No way is Anthony going to sign those papers. But yeah, I would love Amber to go back. Okay, you know what, chat? I know you all saying it's a toxic environment. Remember, that's her home still. She should go back to her house. She should. Right? And leave Dave alone.
I don't know what she should do at this point, but all I know is that the writers will be writing.
Yeah.
They're gonna be once they get. Charmaine, can you see any of the figures? Like, what is the data? What are the numbers regarding these skits? Because this is
okay. So I'm going to start with the skit with Anthony and Denisha this morning.
Yeah.
So their skit this morning, the first one where he was in bed with her is 572.
Oh wow.
The second one when she cook is 687. And then there is Amber and Dave meeting the parents at 777. Then Anthony praying at 449. And then there is Dave and his sister at 688. And then there is all of them in there talking at 590. Dave, the mother, Amber and everybody talking, and then there is Anthony on the wall talking to Wayne at 413, and then we have Amber checking on Dave at 507, and then you have when the pop-up is 758. That's the highest number.
Okay.
758 with the pop-up. The pop-up was a 758. And then you have when they were eating at 5:28. And then you have the mother when she was said to apologize. That's 5:04. And when she told them that Amber was married at 5:47. And when the mom talked to Amber at 3:67, I mean, that's new. And then this other new one is just 50,000. So,
Okay.
yeah, but the numbers are not bad
Mm.
because anytime you cross over 500 within the same day,
Mm.
it's not bad. But we have to
Yeah.
look and see where it is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
When you look and see where it is tomorrow, then you can say, okay, but for today, the number, especially 551, is not a bad number. 505 is not a bad number because that is less than 6 hours. When you look at less than 6 hours and you see like 5:30, not a bad number. So, yeah.
So I think the Anthony ones are a bit lower.
Anthony ones are a little bit lower. Not well. Anthony talking to Wayne is 414.
That's quite low.
And
414.
that is quite low. 414 is quite low. And when he was praying over the food, that's 449.
Oh,
that's
wow.
really low because that is a long time, all the way to this morning. And then the two with the Nisha, one is 573, which is still not bad because it is in the same day. And the other one with the Nisha is 688. Still not all that low, is still within the same day. What you want to look at is the tomorrow morning. If they're still in under 750, then you would say, okay, they are not really giving huge number. And I realize that they have moved them from prime time. They have moved Anthony and Anisha from prime time because the first skit came 7:30 this morning.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The first one came 7:30. The second one came 8:30. And then there was the other one with Amber at 9:30 or whatever, or Anthony came at 9. So they are no longer in the prime time slots.
Okay.
So I don't know what is the reasoning behind that. I don't know if it's just because of today, but I've noticed it for a couple of days now. When you look, they're no longer in the 9:30 because yesterday Amber was in that 9:30 slot when Dave called her and invited her to LA. Now Amber was in that slot.
Yeah.
And the day before, I think Denisha them was in that slot when they were leaving from breakfast or something. But I don't know what their rationale is, why they have removed them from that slot. But they are no longer in, for the past couple of days, they're not in the 9:30 slot. They are coming on earlier when I want to sleep. Yeah, maybe they just...
for me.
Yeah, because a lot of people know that the prime slot starts at 9:30.
Yeah.
Remember, it used to be 9:30, and then the second one was at what, 11:30 or 12:30. I think it was 9:30, 12:30, and then it would be 11:30 in the night. It would be 3 prime slots they used to have, where anything else would fall in between. But it would be 9:30 in the morning, 12:30 in the day, and then the other one would be at 11:30 in the night. Those were the 3 prime slots. But they have removed them now, and they're all over the place because they were giving Amber today every hour.
Okay. Well, I think she's the main storyline today.
Well, she's the main storyline, so they were giving her 9:30. They were giving her like every hour. So, yeah.
Okay. Marion just can ask this question. That was when she said, "What if she got pregnant?" Listen, she better not bother with that now, especially with that mom speaking to her. Whoa. Yeah. Sabrina says Amber and Anthony need to get back in the word and get counseling. Yeah. Well said.
That's what I said. Even if they don't stay together, they need to get back into the word.
Yes.
And they need to ask for guidance. And you remember when Amber was in that hospital, you know what?
Yeah.
Of her game, it was the call with Shayla.
Yes.
Because
but why?
she had called Shayla, and because she was all into, she did not know if she wanted to whatever give Anthony another chance. But when she spoke with Shayla, and she come back and she said to Ernestine, this is why I can't be with him, because of the way Shayla was behaving. And she realized that Anthony is still with Shayla, Anthony still have Kai and all of that. but she was still seeing Dave at the time. So,
Yeah.
hey.
Mm. Okay. Well, we'll see what's going to happen next.
Okay, let me read this comment. Take some more comments. So,
Mhm.
welcome in One Journey. Welcome in Ozzy. So nice to see you. So Ozzy says she said Dave is an adulteress and
Yes.
she needed to be divorced before jumping into another relationship. We've been
The-
saying that all along, and people are saying that we were horrible for saying that. But I
Nah.
guess when it comes from the mother, people is listening, I hope. And then Sanita said, this is full. Sanita says, the fool needs to sign the paper. And right here, please like, share, and subscribe, guys. Please hit the like button, please.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ozzy said, Tina, the con on this trip was all about her, not Anthony, not Dave, all Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then look at me, I would have to remember Amber Anthony's ties matters, Anita said.
Mm.
And let me just come down here. Some women don't keep staying with men years after year in miserable marriages and relationship. Well said there. Thank you for that, Dolly. Era says Amber never thought she was committing adultery. It was good that Dave mom told her that she and Dave was committing adultery. Thank you, dear Era. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me come down here what sis is saying. Go back to Atlanta, not the mansion, go to your condo or find a new place. Go away from both of them. This the same Leticia says. Amber was mad about the 5K, the perfume, and was answering her phone. She said she was cheating. He was cheating and said she wanted a divorce. After photo shoot or no divorce until she met Dave. The reason was Shayla. Then, thank you for that, dear Leticia. She asked for the divorce after she met Dave. Which
Yes,
was
she
Mm.
did.
Yeah, she did.
asked for the divorce. She did ask for it before she met Dave. And you remember, Bella told Anthony, put Amber on some of the accounts that will quiet her. And that's what he did when Amber asked for the divorce. When she says, are you hiding
No,
money?
no, no. That was the first divorce. Remember, she asked for
Yeah,
her first divorce regarding the money. And
yeah,
Mm.
when Anthony put her on the account right in front of the Wells Fargo bank, he said, we are not going to talk about any divorce again. We are
yeah,
going to be together forever.
yeah,
Even when we are expired, we are going to come back. However, wherever we are still going to be together. That was when she went to Mama Brenda, and Mama Brenda told her, don't, why is she talking about a divorce again? And Ernestine, she had gone to Ernestine, and
Mm-hmm.
Ernestine was encouraging her and says, you have to do what you have to do. And then she went to Mama Brenda, and Mama Brenda was saying to think about whatever. And the morning when Anthony came into the room and says, get up,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And he was so telling her that we are going down to the bank and I'm going to put your
Mm-hmm.
name on these accounts. And I
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
have some accounts that I'll have to talk to my financial person, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting your name on these accounts today and blah, blah, blah. That
yeah,
was the first time with the money. The second
yeah.
time,
Is
after
one
she
thing.
saw Dave, after
Yes.
she saw
The
Dave was
second
that
time when she
second
saw
time
Dave.
when she came in. I think she had on a white thing and she said, I
Yeah.
want a divorce. And
Mm-hmm.
she
Mm.
did not tell Anthony why.
Mm.
She only said she want a divorce. And Anthony's was asking her why, and she said she's tired.
And
Mm.
she said, and
Tired.
he said, check my phone. Here's my phone. Check my
And he
phone.
was saying, yeah. And he said, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing anything. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
here's my phone. Look at my phone. And she said,
Yeah.
whatever. That was the second time when after she met Dave. And
Thank
Mm.
you,
as I
Charmy.
said earlier, Amber said today that when she saw Dave, after Melissa introduced them or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
she saw Dave, and
Mm-hmm.
Dave said in the song that the
Mm-hmm.
first time he saw Amber,
Mm-hmm.
he thought heaven open up and send
Mm-hmm.
him somebody a wife.
Oh, somebody's
Mm-hmm.
wife.
Somebody
Oh.
wife because she was
The
somebody
heaven will
wife.
open up and send
So,
him a
well,
somebody's
that's what he
wife.
said. I didn't say that. He said
Mm.
heaven open up and send him Amber, which is somebody
I'm
wife.
correcting you. Said God wouldn't
Mm.
do that.
Mm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So we
Yeah.
are now seeing that they
Mm-hmm.
were both lusting
Lustful each
After
from the
other.
each other.
first time they saw each other.
Yeah, for the
Yep.
very first time. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, Sunita, sorry, this is Dolly's.
I want to read this one, the one
Okay,
on
I'll
the
read.
screen.
Okay, can I read the one?
Yeah, you
You read
can read
yours.
yours, and then I'll read this.
Okay, so Dolly, she said at Sunita, I'm not going to say Amber should go back to that house for her emotional sanity, well-being. Therefore, Amber should talk to her lawyer about being in her own place because of the situation. But we got to remember, chat, Amber doesn't know that Anthony's moved in Denisha and
Mm.
the son. She saw her at the house, but she doesn't know that, and that's why I'm saying that's why I believe she should have stayed in Atlanta and sought that out, because then she would have been aware and she could have been speaking to her lawyer. I wouldn't want her to just go into a toxic situation like that, but when she goes back to the house, then she's going to see that Denisha's there, and then she's going to have to use her brain and say, right now she's going to have to get out. Yeah, that's just my opinion anyway. Okay, over to you, Sharon.
All right. So Twyla says, thank you for that, Annette and
Mm-hmm.
Charmaine. And Twyla says here, I am all for redirecting your thoughts, but she only needs to change for herself, not for Anthony and not for that pitiful excuse of a marriage.
And I
We
said
said
that.
that this morning, says she, and we will said it.
And
She
I
needs
keep
to
Mm-hmm.
change for
saying that.
For
herself. Charmaine
herself.
said that too.
I keep saying that. Say you
Yeah,
cannot change. You cannot let anybody cause you to change.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you is changing for somebody, it will be something happen and you revert to that old person you were. You have to change for you. You have
Mm-hmm.
to change. The change have to come from within. Just
Yeah.
like your happiness come from within. Just like your peace. People saying, "Oh, you're my peace." Nobody's my peace.
Mm,
I have to
Mm-hmm.
create my own peace.
yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
tell myself every morning before I leave my house to go to work, I am not letting anything disturb my peace of mind. And I will go into work and I will be in my word and I will thank God. And sometimes things happen. And you know what I do when things happen and I'm overwhelmed? I just
Mm.
slam my office door. I just go in there. I either play some music or I go watch some Chinese drama or something.
Oh yeah, you said that.
I take a 10 minutes to just calm myself down and get involved, read some book, go do something else to take myself from that situation. Whatever the situation is, I try to remove myself from that situation, calm myself down, get involved in something else. And then when I feel that I'm sufficiently calm, I will go back and I will try to deal with whatever the problem was. But
Mm.
I try to do that at all times because I don't want to be blowing up. I'm not that blow up type of person anymore. I was once in my life, way back when I was younger, but I've moved past that, and I'm not
Mm.
letting nobody disturb my peace of mind. Life is,
Mm.
I always tell people, life is too short to be
Yep.
complicated. Life
Yeah.
is too short to be complicated. Life doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't matter if you don't have any money or you have too much money. Your life does not have to be complicated. And most of the time, we are the ones who cause our life to be complicated
True.
because
Mm.
we cannot deal with a situation the way if we are supposed to deal with it. So,
Yeah.
and that's just my opinion. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Please hit the check and see if you guys hit the like button. Thank you. Well
Mm-hmm.
said, dear Charmaine. Well said. And
Mm-hmm.
Janice says, only person need to be with Anthony is Denisha. And then Eklund says, these writers better be fair and give Anthony his karma. Stop being one-sided. Sarah find out about her sister pregnant, 4 traps. But still Shayla don't know about Delisa and Iman. Well
Yeah.
said, dear Eklund. Everything is gonna
You
be
know, sometimes
unfolding.
I figure more or less they're not going to ever, that's not ever going to come out because
Yeah.
Delisa is not talking about King.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying this thing not going to come out with Delicia and Iman.
What's that one that you've got
Charmaine,
on?
read the comment on the screen that addressed to you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Charmin, I think Anthony will have a true heart attack this
Mm-hmm.
time, and Amber will be at home for it. So
Mm.
there is a need for her to be back home.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I've been saying that. I don't know if it's going to be a heart attack or a stroke or something, but I'm just
Something.
saying that
Something
there's going
serious
to be
coming.
a health crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
And
Yeah.
Amber will be the one not only to be at home, because even if she's not at home, she's still the wife. She's the one that's going
They
to
will call. Yeah.
be,
Be
yeah,
called.
to be
Yeah.
called because she's still a wife. And
Yeah.
I think she might be the one to nurse him back to health.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And maybe in doing that, because this girl warning to Dave is saying that Amber is going to be your downfall. And his friend Alex told him that already. Don't mess with Amber. Don't leave Amber alone. Don't mess with her. She's
Yep.
married.
Yep.
And he's going to suffer some kind of karma as well.
Oh
And
yeah.
Denisha, all of them going to
Mm-hmm.
suffer karma because the
Mm-hmm.
mother keeps saying, you have a covenant. I love my son, but my son is an adulterer because
Mm-hmm.
you have a covenant. And
Mm.
all that evil energy, you see? What
Mm-hmm.
is house he said in his house? What is that sign always saying? At the back of Dave's house, over the pool or
Oh,
something.
good
Good
energy.
Good
energy.
energy.
Good
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Good energy. That
Yeah.
good energy is going to go from good to bad because
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's doing something bad.
Yeah. And
What
even
he's
that.
doing is not of God.
No, it isn't. It's just, I mean, if you remember, even at the party when Alex was playing, there's a DJ, there was a sign and it had the GE, good energy. I saw that in the background. But yeah, it's gonna turn. It's gonna turn. Just watch everyone. Everything is beginning to unfold.
Mm-hmm. God has a plan.
Yeah,
God
we're gonna
has a
see.
plan.
We're gonna see. And I really, that's what, maybe that's probably why I keep saying Amber needs to go back to the house, because
Mm-hmm.
something's gonna happen to Anthony. If I know Charmaine and Sharon have been saying that he's rubbing his chest, so that means something
He's
is going. If
rubbing everything. He's rubbing his forehead. He's rubbing it, and his
see, he's
forehead is
stressed.
headache, and he's rubbing. Yeah, he's stressed.
He's stressed.
He's
He's stressed.
stressed,
That's
and
what I'm
he's going
saying.
to. And I'm telling you something right now. He's going to further. He's going to experience more.
Terry, I'm gonna hear you if our big jumping after Charmaine, please.
He's going to experience some more stress because guess me what?
Denisha's man's
Yeah.
coming back.
Read
Yep.
what's
Yeah,
on the screen.
yeah. Denisha's man's coming back.
So he's going to experience some more stress. Trust me with that. Trust me.
Charmaine,
Mm-hmm.
read what's on the screen.
Oh, it says the mom said she sees in Dave and Amber eyes that they love each other. Yes, she can see that they love each other. That does not mean that it's
That
it's
doesn't
not
mean
of
it's
God.
right.
It's
Yeah.
not of God. So
Mm-hmm.
once it's not of God, it's not going to stand.
Mm.
And you know something Denisha mom said to her the other night, and the mom said it today
Mm-hmm.
before she found out that Amber was married. She said, if it's God's will.
Mm-hmm.
Denisha mom said that to her as well when she was talking to Denisha, and in the end she said, if that's God's will. When she
Yeah.
was talking about I like Anthony for you and blah blah blah, but if that's God's will. And
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't understand, you as a mom is telling your daughter that a married man, you see a married man for her.
Well,
How
similar
do
to
you equate
Angelina.
that? She's similar to Angelina, of
Angelina,
course.
yeah, very
This
much
girl
so.
Yeah,
is very much similar to Angelina
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because
so
nobody
true.
respect the covenant. You
Mm-hmm.
see this lady, Dave mom,
Mm-hmm.
she respect the covenant
Mm.
because she
And
keeps saying the covenant.
yeah,
Nobody else. Angelina did not respect the covenant
nope.
because she was married and she was sleeping with what's his
Respect.
name?
Diesel.
Diesel. She
Mm-hmm.
and they were not, they did not even file for any divorce. So she could not say,
Exactly.
oh, we are separated, we are legally separated. They were not, divorce papers were not
Covenant.
even filed, and she
Yeah.
was sleeping with Diesel.
Yeah.
And just like Brody was sleeping with Pam, and now see Brody's going to sleep with somebody else. Brody's all over the place.
Oh my gosh, for a mature man, he really knows
He's
how
a
to
man
get
boy.
about, you know. So
Exactly.
I
So
wonder, what do you all think Dave's dad's gonna say about Dave's behavior?
well, the mom will tell Dave that because
Yeah.
yeah, she's just visiting. So I think he ultimately is going to tell Dave dad. She will
Mm,
tell Dave dad. And
Dave's
being
dad
a
might phone him.
pastor,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to be pleased because I want to see the conversation between Dave
Oh,
and
really, Charmaine? Where's Terrian?
great
Terrian?
conversation. It says great conversation, but I notice this whenever you speak to a preacher, they will always try to encourage you to stay in an unhappy marriage because they are trying to show you that God can fix all. Okay, I don't think she was telling her to say no unhappy marriage. She said to get your divorce. That's what she was saying. Get your divorce first before you start to encounter sexual relations. She said you need to have your own place. She did not even say go back to your husband's place because Amber told her that Anthony have the house. So she said to get your own place. You have the restaurant and it's doing well. So you need to get your own place. She was not encouraging Amber to stay in anything. She said if God did not say it was over. That's all she said. She said God did not say it was over. But Amber's still not happy. Okay.
True.
Amber's happy because of her flesh. But Amber's
Mm-hmm.
not 100% happy.
No, she
Mm-hmm.
isn't.
Dave is not 100% happy. Anthony's not 100% happy because there are little things that comes in that you can see that they're not 100% happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When people are 100% happy, nothing bothers them.
Exactly.
Because Amber was freaking out the night when she thought Anthony was going to find out that she was at Dave's house. Look how she
Yeah.
was
Oh
freaking.
yeah.
Yeah, she was.
And it was
And
just because of Ernestine and Dave
yep.
was encouraging her.
Yep.
If it was just her there,
She would not have
she
gone
would be
out.
gone. Dave would not even know where she turned. She
Mm-hmm.
would slip out somewhere and left.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because Ernestine was in her ears,
Yeah,
telling her,
definitely.
don't do this or don't do that. But
Mm-hmm.
the preacher did not tell her anything. The preacher, but you see, and what we have to believe, a preacher knows what they're doing in terms of how God works.
Mm-hmm.
A preacher knows how God works. And if you don't believe in God, and that's my opinion, that's you. That's on you. But a
Yeah.
preacher is the one who will teach you how to connect with
Yes,
God.
definitely.
Preacher will bring you the word as how you stay in your word.
In your alignment with him.
Grace
Yes.
is extended, all of that. So I don't think the preacher was saying to stay in an unhappy marriage. Because and the other thing is when people say unhappy marriage, Amber, Shayla, and Anthony thing came out like Kai is how old now?
Nearly
When
2.
Kai
Gonna
was
be
3
two
months.
next month. Yeah.
And Kai was 3 months when Amber found out about Anthony and Shayla because Kai was born in September. And it was in that December of the same year that Amber caught them.
Yeah.
And they were separated for last year, July 4th. Last July
Oh wow, it's
4th
a year coming up now, isn't
was
it? Yeah.
1 year since Anthony was trying to take Amber out on a date and Amber refused him, reject him, and he went and sleep with Shayla.
And that was the last
And
time.
that was the last time.
Mm-hmm.
So Amber and Anthony went back together sometime in July. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was like July 20 something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If Amber was so unhappy, Amber found out about Anthony and Shayla, and for 7 months, because July would be the 7 months, for 7 months, she was asking for, she had filed for divorce and everything was going as planned and all of that. And then she decided to leave her door open.
Yeah.
How unhappy was she in that marriage that she
There was,
left that door open?
yeah. She missed her husband. That's why she left the
Exactly.
door open.
So when people say, oh, and Amber was so unhappy and Anthony was doing all of this, why did she leave the door open?
Good question.
Was she suffering from Stockholm syndrome that Anthony was able to get her to do whatever he wanted her to do?
She wanted her husband back.
Of course
That's
she
why she
wanted
left the
that.
door
And she
open.
went back and they were happy. They had some happy times. And I think they got comfortable. And the restaurant, I think that restaurant was also
Because before the restaurant and Amber was running bar 44, Anthony
Yeah.
was not going there, didn't have anything to do. Bar 44 was popping and everything. But that restaurant that Amber got started to stress her out. She was
Mhm.
always in constant argument with Shayna and
Mhm.
Anthony. Then she said Anthony does not have her back and all of that. So all
Mhm.
of that was a stressor for her. All of that
Mhm.
was a stressor. And then
Mhm.
coupled with everything else. So when she saw Dave, she saw that she has option.
Mhm.
Saw that she has
Yeah.
Yes,
option, and
that's
that's why
exactly
she
what it
filed
was.
for the
Option.
divorce.
Yeah.
That was the
Okay.
option.
She
Okay.
Let
saw
me
that
hear
she
Sharon.
has option.
Charmaine.
Sharon and Charmaine and Terry and chat.
Let Terry
I'm
and
gonna be
jump
gonna
in.
I'm gonna be going now
All
because
right.
kind of
Thank
late.
you, darling. Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Take care, everybody. Good night. All the
Good
best. Good
night, baby
morning,
girl.
I
I
should
know
say.
it's
Good morning.
midnight here for you.
Yeah. Take care,
Thanks. It
everyone.
was a
Bye.
pleasure having you on the live.
No problem. Thank you so much. Bye.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
Terry,
going
and
to
your
jump off
turn.
myself.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so you want me to talk
Yes.
about the conversation, great
Yes.
conversation, but I noticed
Read
this.
this comment and I need you to
Okay,
piggyback on it and what
okay,
Charmaine was saying too.
okay. So it says great conversation, but I noticed this whenever you speak to a preacher, they will always try to encourage you to stay in an unhappy marriage because they are trying to show you that God can fix all. Okay, so let me say that when a preacher or a child or a pastor or whoever is bringing you a word of comfort, a word to you in a situation, mind you, now they are using what the word says, right? And our biggest thing in life, where some people will say when things happen in life, they can't see something working together, it's all because of unforgiveness. And a lot of times it is the barrier that cause people not to forgive, right? And in the book of Galatians, I think chapter 3, somewhere down there, it teaches that we need to bear one another, right? And forgive one another if we have a quarrel against one another. Even as Christ forgave us, we are to forgive. And that is what the preachers is always want us to walk with, the word of forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's what Christ does. He forgives.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we are here day to day. He does not want us to hold malicious intent. He does not want us
No.
to hold on to envy. He does not want us to hold on to strive, because he's an intentional God. He wants to do
Yeah.
things in our life, right? He said, let your light so shine
Fine.
that
Yes.
men will come to glorify him. Everything that
Mm-hmm.
happens in our life is to glorify him, right? So um preachers will come to you through the word that brings life and light. That's what it does. Bring us to the understanding. Because the world will say for you to hold vengeance, but God will say, vengeance is not yours, it is mine. So he does not want us to fight any battles with anything at all that pertains to our lives. Right? So a lot of times in even as we are portraying on the skit now, the biggest problem that Anthony and Amber has now is unforgiveness. And unforgiveness brings bitterness, it brings strife, it brings envy, it brings hatred, it brings all these things. And that's the basic things we are seeing now with the Daltons. The back and forth, the tit for tat, the envy, the strife, and it brings hurt and pain. Yeah? So when we do that, we have to learn to forgive, because if we don't learn to forgive, forgiveness does not mean that the situation did not happen. It just means that that situation does not hold you bound, because it that's unforgiveness. Amber, because she does not forgive Sheila, it hold her bound, because she repeats it every time. And when you forgive, you let it go.
and move on. And that's how we are to portray it in the regular life, right? So until Amber learns to forgive Anthony, forgive Shayla, let it go and move on, she will continually be in this space, the space of, oh, Shayla, you slept with my baby father. Kai is almost 2 years. We cannot let she cannot let this situation hold her bound, that she can't be happy because of it. Now she won't let the 50% go or the 30% go because of the unforgiveness, because within herself she's not going to let anybody have anything because of what Shayla and Anthony did. So therefore, she's not going to let it go. Once she decides to let unforgiveness go, everything else will fall into place. Because God is a God. He does not give us what we want. He said, I
That's what
shall
we need.
supply.
Your need.
He said, I will supply your needs,
Yep.
not your wants. So therefore, she wants the 50%. But what if that's not what God has for her? It's not your want, it's your need, and he will supply all of it. It's not some. He will give her the peace that she needs. He will restore back her joy that she needs. If it is if it is wealth she needs, the favor of God will give her that. But Amber, again, the other day I heard a preacher said, he said the other day that your blessings is looking around for you, but it cannot locate you because you're not in the position to receive it. And Amber is not in the position now to receive that which she's supposed to get, the happiness, the joy, the restoration, everything. Why? Because she's doing everything that is contrary to the word of God. So therefore, that which she desire, she can't get it because she's contrary. We want her to be happy. We want her to wear her crown. We want her to be happy. But if he said, if your ways please me, I will give you the desires of your heart.
You're not,
We
yes.
know that her ways is not pleasing to God. And me said, you hear the minister tell her that God is not pleased. And he said, if your ways please me, I will give you the desires of your heart. I want her to step aside from Dave, step aside from Anthony, go back to God and make God restore her and bring her back to the place and give her that which is due unto her, because she deserves what she should get. She need to she need to separate herself and go back to God and watch how God will restore, because he will nowhere cast us away when we come back to him. No way. Every day we get up morning after morning, she has to come back to receive her crown that she deserves, because she's a woman of God. And that another thing, another thing is that, you see, when you hold on to unforgiveness, it does not take you in a place of peace. Zilo, turn that down. It does not take you in a place of peace. That is what unforgiveness does to. It does not take you in a place. Her mind is all over the place. She don't know if she want to go. She don't know if she want to come. You understand? And you see the chaos that's what it's bringing to her. And I want them to write that she rise up out of this thing
Out of
and
the ashes,
be the
yes.
older, the woman that she's supposed to be. So that's why when preacher preach, they want us. And another thing too is that we can't change nobody. It is God that does the transformation. He the one that we plant the seed and he brings the increase. So we always want to show a godly representation, right? He there's like the woman that is caught in adultery. He without sin cast the first stone. There was nobody. And what did he do? He said, I didn't come to condemn you. But guess what? Go your way and sin no more. And he was God and he could have condemned her, but that's not what he does, right? So therefore, he does not come with a condemnation, he comes with a correction.
correct, restore, refresh, restart. That's what he does. And I want to see them do that for her. Restore her back to the joy of her salvation, because it's not like she wasn't praying before. She was praying before, but the adversary, she opened the door and let the adversary in her life, and then it makes a depart, it makes a chaos in her
Okay,
life.
Terian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to jump off here. So, guys, enjoy your fourth
Yes.
and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I might be able to come on a little bit tomorrow, but I will be entertaining. So I might just come on for a short while. In
Thank you,
and out, in
Charmaine.
and out. So,
Thank you,
a
thank you,
wonderful
thank
rest
you.
of your evening, guys. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes.
All right, then. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Read some comments there if you can see it, and then we're out here. Dolly says, sometime a woman file for divorce or leave when they reach a breaking point for their emotional sanity and physical wellness. And you're absolutely right.
That's
But
true.
we are going after what the storyline is telling us right now. What that God has a plan for Amber's life. God has a plan for Anthony's life. We do not know how the writer is going to write this, but thank you very much for that. Terian, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. What is Dolly saying here? I think I missed it. You're speeding. Running it down here to see. Simply says, no, Dave, mother is definitely not judging. Exactly. She's not judging.
No,
She's not
she's not,
judging.
and that's what we are not to do, judge. But
Yeah.
the Bible speak about we are to do a righteous judge. The righteous cannot judge the sinners, but
Hmm.
they can do the righteous can judge the righteous way.
You're
But the
absolutely
righteous
right.
cannot judge a sinner, but he can judge the righteous way.
Yes, I like that,
Right.
Terian. Let me ask the chat something. Can you guys put the thumbs up in the chat if you guys enjoy this conversation that we're having? Like, did you enjoy? What did this convo? Put a thumbs up if you like in what we're saying on the panel here. I guess nobody's liking what we're saying on the panel here. No thumbs up in the chat.
It's okay. It's fine. We know it's Skitland. We know it's
Thank you,
Skitland,
Susan. Thank you, Ozzy.
but
All right.
other people model these lives in real life.
Yeah.
They model these things in
In
real life.
real life. This is
Oh yes,
parallel to the real life situation,
it
guys.
people. I know somebody know is going through it, right? And
Hmm.
you can only do but encourage, right?
Yeah.
And you just have to stand on the word of God and don't shift no matter what happen in our lives. We can't
Hmm.
shift because we know that God is going to come through. And I say it all the time, I know everything good is godly. It's not everything good is godly.
Mm.
No, it's not.
It's true. It's true. Well said. Well said. Sharon, I like your channel, but I don't often feel like the representative is one sided with wanting Amber to stay in a toxic city. I just wish there was more of a balance with the people on the panel. All right.
Oh no. Okay, so
Guys,
let me
what?
let me
Hold
no
on
Sharon,
here, Terry. You
let me
answer.
talk to I know you. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not on this. Okay, I know you, Sharon. I like your channel, but it's often feel like the perspective is one sided with wanting Amber to stay in a toxic relationship. No, we don't want Amber to stay in a toxic relationship. That's not what I am saying. I am saying is that if Amber is going to move on, you have to remember now, they are portraying Amber as a godly woman.
Yeah.
That's what we are going after. They are portraying her as a godly woman.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are a child of God, you can't do the things of the world.
Yeah.
You can't do the things that others do
Yeah, do
when
it the right way.
you have to do the right thing. So
Yeah.
it's not that we are one-sided about it. We want Amber to walk the walk.
Yes. And
Yeah?
talk the talk.
Wait upon the Lord and be of good courage. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
want the divorce. If you want the divorce, everything you see is not every prayer God answer right
Mm-hmm.
away, because you are not ready for the answer. So he might not answer it today or tomorrow, but be
Mm-hmm.
assured that he will answer it. But you have to wait and be of good courage, right?
Okay,
So
you hear what hear caller said to you there. Ooh, I know. Oh Lord. Terry, read that comment what Carla said for you, darling.
Terry, you be Terry and be doing too much. The writers are in control how the skits are preached and teach. This is a skit. Yes, Carla, I understand that.
But
I
this is
understand.
also teaching
But
too.
it's also a teaching
We're
moment.
doing real
This
life
is
and the skit together.
this is not just um
This is
a
learning,
thing.
teaching moment.
It's not Sharon Review alone talk about it in a godly fashion. Other reviewers and so forth speaks of it of a godly character. But what I am saying is that I speak from a godly perspective as how they are representing Amber. That's all I'm coming from as a
Right.
godly a woman of God, and how they are portraying her, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tearing Amber down. I'm not tearing anybody
I'm
down.
not tearing her down either.
That's not
I'm
what
just
I
going
am
after God
doing.
as a plan.
I just going after what they're saying. We know it's a skit. We know it's
Yeah.
entertainment, right? We know that. I definitely know that. But how they portray it, they say God has a plan. They are using Jeremiah 29 and verse 11. And we are going after that. That's all it is. It's not that we are doing extra this or whatever the case. But however, if you feel offended by it, my dear, I am super, super sorry for you.
She
I'm
left. She said
sorry.
she's leaving. She gone.
Okay, but that's fine. If if people feels that it's wrong, then I definitely apologize. But
Okay. Here,
however,
it's your opinion. At the end of the day, Terrian, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. We are not trying to push our opinion on anyone. We are having a healthy discussion, healthy debate, and that is your opinion, and this is Terrian's opinion. And Tringley says to you, Terrian, tell the truth, Terrian. Keep dropping the gems. Thank you, dear. See somebody enjoy what Terrian is saying, because we have to commingle of what we're seeing in this skit. This is a teaching moment, guys. We have to pick up the nuggets. We have to call a spade a spade. They are placing this the Dalton storyline as a biblical storyline. The mother speak to her about the God of the skitland, yes, and we, as a believer, also is speaking and telling you guys, have courage, have faith, don't give up, continue watching this skit, because at the end of the day, guys, we're going to see what God's plan is. We are not the writer. We are definitely not the writer. We are just following what they are saying. God has a plan. Trust the process. That's all we are saying. Amber's God's plan can be Amber divorce her husband and she and Dave right off in the sunset.
on a little made a water
You know
park.
what I mean? It can also be the
Mhm.
same thing for Anthony, or they can show you how a marriage been so broken to the ground and God build them back up. We do not know what the writers are doing, but at least we are calling a spade a spade. We're reading, we're picking up the nuggets, and we are doing the best we can. We are not writing the storyline. We are just educating each other, say, yes, this does happen into real life. And this is also entertainment also. And this
Yes.
is also a moment for us to learn from these characters. As in real life, if you're going through this, go to God and pray. And it's a lot. All right, so let's read some more comment. Good night, Carla said she's gone. And then thank you, Carla. You have your opinion, Terrian has her opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. One thing we're not gonna be is bashing each other. We are gonna speak, or it's not everybody is gonna be thinking the same way. We do not want Amber to be in a abusive relationship. We don't want Anthony to be in an abusive relationship. We are watching a skit, and the skits are evoking human emotions, and we have to realize that. All right. So with that being said, we thank you guys. Let's see here. With much respect, all person conducts themselves according to their personal faith is between them and the character, not their imperfect human. All right. So with that being said, guys, yes. We appreciate you being here every day with us. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. And we thank you. So, Nancy says Psalm 23. I want Amber to do the right thing also and take her direction from God, but I just don't think Amber should be forced to stay in a toxicity. She needs to get away from all the toxic people and heal. I well said there. Psalm 91. Sherman says, Sharon, I appreciate your review. Show and enjoy. I learn a lot from it. Thank you. Thank you, Sherman. Well said. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth, right? At the end of the day. And it is what it is. You speak truth. That's what unique says. Unique says, yeah, yeah. Is it unique or unique? Yeah, sorry, darling. Sometimes I get it right. Sharon, I appreciate your review. Show enjoy. I learned a lot. All right, Country Wayne. So everybody is agreeing with you, dear Charmaine. I meant Terrian. No apologies, Terrian. It's your opinion. Exactly. That is Terrian's opinion. And she's not pushing Christianity on nobody. The skit,
Absolutely not.
even that Willie says good evening, Sharon and everyone. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Elta discussion. Yes, Suzette, this is Elta discussion. We have to have a Sharon and Terrian. It really shows that you guys know the word of God. Yes. And we are just preaching it, or we are just saying, call a spade a spade. With much respect, it's not my opinion to label and judge people for their personal choice. And we're not judging her at all. We are just healthy discussion, very healthy discussion. Thank you, JDK. We appreciate that. Yes, Terrian, don't stop doing what you're doing. Exactly. I enjoy having Terrian here with us at times because sometimes I am not in the word like Terrian is. So it's good when we have somebody who can actually understands and read what the character is doing. Because you see, Dave's mother said the right thing to her, and it was from a biblical point. So that is why we were able to bring the biblical point to you guys to say this is it, out of respect, not my opinion to judge another imperfect human because I am imperfect. Yes, we are not judging, we are just calling it.
I just want to tell Dolly, that's not what I'm doing. I am definitely, listen, if the word of God says we all have sinned and come short of the glory, that means there's always something for each and every one of us to work out. So therefore, I am no one here to judge anyone. Absolutely
That is your
anyone.
opinion, Terry, and you're not
I
judging nobody. That's your
I'm not
opinion.
here to
Dolly is
condemn
entitled
anybody.
to her opinion. Carla entitled to her opinion. One
I'm
thing we're not
just
going to
like,
do is bash each other. This is what these kids are doing. It is evoking real emotion. And as Sabrina says, I'm learning from Terry. And you see, this is also learning for us. That's why I do this channel. This is for us. This
I
channel is for us. Shirley
but
says
you know
they
what?
won't sure get the same eat because they both are doing the same thing. Why all the eat is on all over Amber and not Anthony? He's been doing this all doing through the marriage. And you're absolutely right. His
I
time
am
is
not,
coming.
and listen, I always says in my review, I said Anthony and Amber are the same. They are both in the bed of adultery. Not because Anthony brings Denisha to the house and Amber goes out, makes it different. It is the same. Sin is sin. There's none bigger, there's none smaller.
Yes, so this is what, don't assume that everyone is a Christian and has these values. No, we don't.
No, I'm
No,
not
no, we're
doing that.
just going to offer
I
what the
I
storyline is doing.
I am not, I'm not assuming that everyone is a Christian. That's not what I am assuming. I am just going off of
Scriptures
basically
is
what
exciting.
they're saying. What they're saying is, that's all I'm going after. What the mom speaks, or what they were saying on the church, because we've seen other characters pray. Even Denisha friend prayed the other
Yeah,
day for her.
Jesus is popping definitely in the skit. And okay, let me read some comment here. So
I don't
Connect says people who
I
truly
don't
support.
support cheating. I don't cheat supporting at all. So if that sounds like that's what I'm, no,
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
Eclipse.
do that.
Yes. You hear this, we have to go do a segment on it. So Eklund says, Sharon, time for the Jezebel spirit. Yes, we have to do it this week. We definitely have to do the Jezebel spirit. Terry Ann have to tell me when she's available so we can do it, and also on it. So we can do that segment on
You
the
sure you
Jezebel
don't,
spirit.
you sure you want to do that? Because people, I don't want to
No, we
offend
are going to
anybody.
do that.
I really don't,
Clint
because
wants to hear it, and
if
we are Earth Amber over and over. Yes, the entire Country Wayne page say Jesus is popping. People are basing things off of that, and then many people are worldly and have to grow in the area of ethics and character. Even baby believes must grow and transform. Definitely, well said, guys. And then okay, I've seen a few things here. Connect says the comment is not for you, Terrian. Okay.
okay,
All
okay.
right. And then I see someone says, Shirley says, scripture, I'm excited. Yes. And Eros says, same with me, Sabrina. Even if myself is strong Catholic woman. And don't assume that everyone is Christian and those values. Okay, I saw something. And yes, unique says, stop apologizing. You don't do anything wrong. Exactly. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Miss T said, keep bring the biblical point of view, please. Thank you, Miss T. But it's not everybody want us to say, but we just saw it in the skit, and we're just bringing the education to our audience because of what Country Wayne skit is saying. With Amber, Dave mom is a pastor and she give Amber the words of wisdom. And that's what we have to take from the skit, the nuggets. And I hope that, and I see Misty said, yes, stop apologizing. And everyone has different opinion. Exactly. New skit, Amber asking Dave about his ex. Okay, we can't go in any more skit right now. We show enough. But what I'm here saying, guys, we thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you. Asterian, you have anything to add to that?
Lord, I don't want to say nothing, boy.
No, you have to. It's your opinion.
Jesus. No, no, no. Everyone, enjoy Skitland. Enjoy Skitland. That's all I can say. Enjoy it.
All right.
You guys have a good one.
Thank you, Marvis. Thank you, guys. Have a good
Thank
night.
you,
Bye for now.
everyone. Bye for now.
We love you. Please remember to hit the like button if you haven't done so. Sharon, Dave, X,
And
similar to
uh,
Piari and to Anthony. Sharon Amber is going to run straight to Wayne. Thank you,
listen,
Eklund and Team Right.
I just
I
want to
hope she
say,
doesn't though.
I just want to say this. If I caused any offense to anyone, I here to say I'm sorry.
We tell you if you
I
stop it, it's your
No, no,
opinion.
no, 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 no. Because I don't want anybody leaving this channel feeling offended because of what I say. I'm just letting you know from the bottom of my heart. If it cost you offense, I'm sorry. That was not my
Your
intention.
intent.
Not at all. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love the conversation. But if I cost an offense again, I'm sorry. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Your
And you
bestie
guys
sending you
take care.
love.
Oh, oh,
Rhonda
McCann.
is telling you, Rhonda, everybody said bestie did good. And
Nancy B.
no offense, Terry and Rhonda says. Yeah, the people
Thank
them
you.
who stays there, and even JDK says stop, Terry and stop it. You know what I mean? They're telling you that they're loving you. They're loving you, Terry and. All right,
Okay.
guys.
All right, guys. Take care.
Have a wonderful best of July. Happy July 4th for you
4th of
guys.
July tomorrow,
We love you
guys.
guys. Be safe.
Yes. Love you
Remember to
too.
always be safe. And we love you. We'll do this again tomorrow
Tomorrow.
or maybe
All
later
right.
tonight. I don't know how it goes, but have a pleasant evening, everyone.
All
Bye
right.
for now.
Bye-bye.
Terry, and we got you, honey. Stand in your truth. Always, Tingley says. Thank you, Tingley.
Okay, thank you. I'm here. Still here.
Yeah.